Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sundays with the Boys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're available on all of your major streaming platforms. You name it, we on it.
And please, if you can, go ahead and make a small donation to our GoFundMe page, Sundays with the Boys. That way we can work on getting an intro for you guys and making this experience better for you all.
Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right, episode 12, back again, live again, Sundays with the Boys. You know, it's your boy Chauncey.
It's Teddy.
We got our special guest today, two special guests actually, you know, our good friend Marc and Marc.
What it do?
And our boy Jesus, coming all the way from the Shire? Jesus didn't come from the Shire.
Jerusalem?
Jerusalem? From the Nazarene?
From the old dirt roads.
And our boy Jesus back from the cross.
You thought the first coming was bad? Wait for the second.
Oh, round two?
Round two, baby.
Round two.
That's what I told her.
Don't worry. It's not going to last more than like 5 minutes, so we all good.
I can't go past 30. So 30 seconds.
Oh, gotcha. Not to brag or anything.
No.
I'm humble.
Yeah.
You know, I'm humble. Best 30 seconds of your life.
Yeah. Ballistic missiles, greater impact, less seconds than that.
Either way, you're gonna need a towel to wipe off your back.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking great.
She's leaking, soaking wet.
She's leaking.
Yin Yang twins?
Two great men said that once.
She's leaking. She's soaping wet.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
So, what are you two been up to? You know, we haven't seen Marc since 420, our last smoke off special from last year.
Yeah, let's talk about that first and foremost.
Marc came in and gave up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. He took the words right out of my mouth.
I can't really say he gave up.
He gave up. He
gave it his best.
He did.
You gave up at
No,
smoking?
fuck that. I tapped
tapped
out. We're just gonna keep it clear, y'all. Listen, there was
a constant blunt rotation. This man came in with a blunt rolled up, sat down, started rolling up another blunt, and thought that he was going to have like a whole like second to actually roll up one, and then realized that there were too many in rotation.
Yeah, when I came here, there was like 15 blunts each per person.
Yeah. There was at least like a blunt
And y'all was like
in
still
damn near
low.
everybody's hand.
No one told me of this, and I'm upset. I would have outsmoked y'all.
We did not know you last year, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, this was last year. I'm sorry.
Fuck you, idiot.
I'm high, bro. You should have. It's still your responsibility. It's your fault for not knowing me and telling me telepathically
To a person that we were going to meet in the future.
Right, in the future.
You know what I'm saying?
I only know things in the future if it's Funimation.
You haven't seen that TikTok?
No.
It's just the mouth and the eyes, and it's like all the reasons why they should have done something, even though, you know, in theory they could have never been able to do so. It's a good TikTok. You should look for it. Some people know of it.
That shit sound wacky full.
Yeah, it's like
No fucking idea what you're talking about.
No fucking
it's a
idea, bro.
TikTok.
I'm sorry, I'm not on the whole TikTok thing, so I wouldn't know.
Chauncey's
I don't know.
not that type of millennial.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's crazy. I don't even have TikTok on my phone, and I follow TikTok. I follow it through YouTube. Yeah.
So you follow the TikTok page on YouTube?
No.
He's afraid that TikTok
do
is a
montage.
Chinese based app, and he's afraid that they're going to steal his information, but he's perfectly okay with YouTube because they're a Google based and American company that steals his information.
YouTube comes pre-installed on your
irony.
cell phone or on most cell phones as is. Now I'm limited to
because they want to go ahead and get your information.
Right.
That's why you get recommendations on ads that you just think
I don't have the memory or the money to afford another SIM card or another memory card to be able to download more apps. So I don't download apps. I use the ones I got. YouTube has multiple people creating like accounts for like these montage of TikToks, which is brilliant because they're making so much money just re-uploading content.
I don't think they actually make money based off of that.
I don't know. I see ads. I assume they make money.
If you guys hear banging and bunking around in this fucking podcast, it's because Chauncey's being a clumsy piece of shit. Chauncey's going through it over here, man.
Leave me alone.
I'm trying to avoid hearing myself chew. I keep popping bubbles in myself. Well, yeah.
You guys were saying this guy tapped out on 420?
Yeah. He tapped out on
God.
420. Like, he came in, and we just had too many blunts in rotation. It kind of threw him for a loop.
I mean, if someone would have pulled me aside the day prior and be like, "Yo, how much do you smoke?" I'm like, "Bitch, I smoke, nigga. What the fuck you mean? How much? I smoke. I smoke you under the fucking table." But nothing prepared me for that.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, nothing expected me for nothing prepared me
smoke
for that
off.
day.
Yeah, we did preface it by saying, like, you don't have to join us in our smoke off because we had a competition going on where who was going to outsmoke who. So,
Right.
But if you wanted to come over and smoke, you can. We just recommend bringing your own stuff.
I think that's the position I was in. I wasn't the one. I wasn't the competitor.
Right.
I was just.
You were in for the ride.
I came
were
for
in
the
for the
ride.
ride, yeah.
You know,
He
I
was,
wasn't.
he was.
Yeah.
He
There
was
was
just coming
definitely was no competition on it because
That's a good ride, bro. They pulled up in the Ferrari, free gas, long ass trip.
facts.
Yeah, man. That's
And
that's
no
good.
handouts. There was no handouts there. You had to
Yeah.
come with your own gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We was taking a road trip to Arizona.
Yeah,
We had all the gas we needed.
yeah.
Like,
You're like, Area 51. We're coming
I
for
thought
you.
I had
They
me-
can't take us off.
I actually thought I had a good breakfast. And I thought I ate me a couple of scrambled, had some scrambled eggs, had some bacon, some sausages. I think I had some French toast. It was a light breakfast. Not for that fucking session. I would have had to have like a Thanksgiving breakfast up in that bitch because it was just blunt at the blunt at the blunt at the blunt. You roll one passes you.
My
You
boy
got one,
came at 12, was hungry by 2.
bruh. You rolling a blunt. You got one in your mouth. No homo. You got one in your mouth. You're rolling one. Someone passes you one, so now you gotta multitask. You gotta pass the one in your mouth. You gotta grab the one from homeboy. You gotta get that. You gotta continue your rolling, and then everybody's just rolling and rolling. And normally with this type of session, it was what three of y'all, and y'all had a couple other folks there.
Yeah. We had.
There was more blunts in
How many heads?
rotation than
How many
the
heads
bodies.
total?
How many heads total? All right, so let's see. There was us three, me, Lucas, and Chauncey. We had Marcus, who was there.
Right.
Was Keisha there?
Keisha did come for a minute, I want to say.
I don't know if she came for a minute or
Nah,
not.
I'm talking about during the time that Mark came. I don't think that they were here.
Nah.
There was
No,
more blunts
Marcus
in
was here.
rotation than the bodies that were in the house.
There definitely
Right.
was that because we had a rule where there couldn't be less than 3 in rotation at a time.
Right.
So we know that we had the girls.
But you had more than 3 people.
Oh yeah,
There was
yeah.
more than us,
That's a-
yeah.
that's a good
It was
rule?
at least
That's a good rule?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
at least like 6 people
sense.
to 7 at a time.
Yeah, at a time. Because
Yeah.
we had people coming in and out throughout the day too. We had Sean over. He was here for a little bit.
Right.
I think he left and came back.
I want to say he did too, because I want to say he did acid with us that day. Didn't we do acid
No,
that
you
day?
damn sure did.
I
have
did
that
not do
shit,
acid that day.
I
think I
did.
did.
No, I did.
Oh.
I think you might have. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did.
I need to do some acid soon.
Oh yeah, nice.
About that time to purge the mind,
Let me know.
clear the cachet bank. You know.
So yeah, man, he came. It was already, I want to say, 2 blunts at least in rotation. You know, we was about to fire up another one. He was in the middle of rolling one as well. You know, come around rotation. You know, he's still in the midst of rolling. He hits the blunt, passes the blunt, gets back to his rolling. Next thing you know, he look over, he got a whole nother blunt coming to him. You know, so he hits that like maybe once or twice, passes that because he tried to roll. Next thing you know, he's still looking up. He still seeing other blunts being passed to him. He finally finishes his one blunt. He's like, I don't even know how the fuck I rolled this.
I think out of the process of rolling that one blunt, I probably touched like 10 of them shits.
Well, you know what? you only rotate the blunts to share it, right? Now, if there was more blunts than the heads, y'all should have just kept the blunt to the face.
Bro, it was more blunts than the heads, bro.
We
That-
shoulda
that's
did
what
that.
it
You
was.
should have just kept the blunts to the face, and then
I
each
seen
one
Lucas
each.
at one point. He looked like a walrus. He had 2 of them joints in his mouth, and he's just going at it. He's passing one, exchanging this one, still smoking another one. He got 3 in his mouth right now. I'm like, dude, relax.
It got
He did it right.
it got really
yeah.
dangerous
Dangerous.
towards the end of the night. Whenever people were like starting to leave, because we had at that point in time there was 3 of us, or there was 5 of us in total, because we had 2 girls with us, fucking Abby and Rosie.
Yes.
They were tapping out, but they didn't want to say that they were tapping out. They didn't have to keep hitting the blunt, but they would take it, hit it and literally pass it.
That's
Right.
the thing
But
about weed. You can just hit it and nothing. I mean,
It gave us no time to actually relax because, like,
Right. It was
oh
literally.
yeah,
like,
there's no come down.
Right. You know how we'll sit. How you see we sitting on them, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? We vibing. No, they'll literally take their 2 hits. Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was literally you pass them. Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
puff, puff, pass.
Right. You literally like it was so fast, bruh. Like you still sitting on the one blunt that you had. The next thing you know, it gets to them and it goes through them so fast, and it's like, wow.
yeah, you ain't got no time to fucking chill and relax, man.
Right.
This wasn't one of them events
Damn.
that you could just come up off the fly. You had to do this in advance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had to pre-plan it.
We pre-planned the fuck out of this.
Because you know you're gonna have a couple motherfuckers that's gonna come. They're gonna be looking forward to get high off your expense.
That's why we said you got to bring your own.
That
Right.
was gangster right there.
Nah,
That
man.
was gangster.
We had that shit happen one time before, bro. People just thought they was just gonna come through. Nah, man, it's not like that.
Ooh, but shout out to I don't know if she's listening, but shout out to the lady who did them brownies, boy. Because them cupcakes was sick. Or did I say
Oh
brownies?
yeah, we had
Cupcakes.
fucking edibles too, bro.
Right. That was Abby and Rosie.
Yeah, Abby and Rosie, yeah.
Shout out
So
to
they
Abby
were-
and Rosie. Real
Yeah.
talk. I only seen y'all that one time, but them cupcakes was the motherfucking truth right there, boy. You could put them bitches in inch bags and sell them bitches 20 a pop.
It was effective.
They dead ass were.
They
They
definitely
were
was. It you know, when you drinking beers and you have that shot, just make that shit a whole lot
Right.
different. Yeah, them cupcakes was that shot at 151 right over the top.
I had
Right, man.
a couple of them bitches throughout the night.
Yeah.
I was fucking lit.
A lot.
But I had one and I was just like, oh damn, what am I think it was just a combination of all the blunts and then that shot of the cupcake. That frosting was serious.
See, I know whenever Mark left, Mark was. I think his words were, "All right, yeah, I got to get the fuck up out of here."
I was out. That was it.
You know
Like,
what?
exact
You know
words.
what,
was
man?
like,
I got.
hold on.
That's
He's
it
like,
for
I gotta
me.
go to work, man. It's like,
Right.
I'm
That
about
was
to go to
He
crazy.
did have to go to work. He did have to go to work.
I forgot. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll pull up. Yeah, I gotta clock in later on, but I'll pull up though.
I would have done the
Man,
same.
I
Damn,
did
who
not
gives a fuck?
expect that
420,
shit.
bro. Blaze it. Blaze it.
My boy went to work and was slumped.
Yeah,
That either could have been your best day at work or your worst
I
day
think
at
I
work.
gave everybody special enrollments that day.
Oh, fuck.
This didn't even qualify for a special enrollment. You got it, bitch. Here you go. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
a special
You got a special enrollment. You
it
got a
was,
special.
yeah, it was over that day.
Being high and working in customer service is a whole different world, bro.
Boy.
Like I used to love,
Yeah, you
fucking
give true
taking an
customer
edible
experience.
at work, and then like that last hour and a half of my day, bro, was some of the best shit ever.
Bro, let's talk about some real shit, man. How would call centers really be if you could burn in that bitch?
Lax as fuck.
I feel
Very
like it'd
lax.
be a lot more lax.
Very lax. There would be
Lax
less
and
tension.
blunt. Very blunt.
It'd be a
You're
lot
gonna be
more
telling-
coughing in the background.
Yeah, a lot more coughing, yeah.
Sir, do you work in a hospital?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you're calling for medical
There would
insurance,
definitely
man.
be some coughing in the background.
I'm sorry. I work in the asthma department.
There's one thing.
They have all the people with asthma locked
The
up in
thing
a
is,
room
you
together.
bang out those calls, but then
You don't bang out shit, bro. You ain't working harder than what you need to, bro. You
Right.
taking your time on those calls, bro.
Right. You ain't working harder.
But ain't shit phasing you. You
Right.
angry, man? All right, man. That's cool, man. We can get to that, man.
I feel
I'm just trying to let you
what
know
I'm
what
saying
we
is
can
that
do.
I think the calls would be
Facts.
resolved more efficiently. Because some people have anxiety. They wouldn't want to be on those calls forever. I mean, like someone.
yeah.
I need a break.
First off, if you smoke and you have anxiety whenever you smoke, I feel like you just need to smoke more so you can get used to your life.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
I don't like
Facts.
people who smoke and get anxious. Like that freaks me
Oh
out.
yeah, they're tapping out too early. You got to get past that.
What's that like?
You're gonna overcome that little hot.
You're the Lord more. Lord.
Oh my bad.
Just
man.
bear with me one moment, ma'am, while I look up this information. Put them on mute, and then you forget to hit mute, and you be like this.
Fucking Lil Wayne.
That was me at work when I'd work from home,
All right, man. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
you-
went ahead and took a look at your account.
making those update calls.
And you be hearing the fire burn on the blunt too. Let me see if you hear it.
No,
Just
I
slightly.
don't think. Yeah.
You hear it's like,
Yeah, is this motherfucker smoking on the phone? Hello, sir. Oh shit. Damn,
My bad.
I'm sorry, man. You were breaking up. What'd you say?
They'd hear me
My bad
smoking,
now.
but they just hear me smoking a cigarette.
Right. They don't know what you smoking.
Yo, first, the funny thing is when you're
One
coughing,
homeowner asked me if I was smoking a cigarette.
One moment.
Kink, kink, clink, clink.
and you be coughing around the time when they're trying to talk to you. Hello, are you there? Then you,
Right.
yes, ma'am, I'm here. Did you mute it again? Then you mute it again. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Just 1 second. Just 1 second while I get my system together.
We were having technical difficulties. Our systems went down earlier. So everything's running a little bit slow. Just give me a second, man. I will be right. We'll be right back with you. Right, man. That's
You
whenever
guys
you
sound
try
like that
to
right now, though.
you try to fucking actually hold in that cough, bro. You start sounding like Rocky, man.
Right, you start sounding like Rocky. Hold that bitch. Should you go?
Quality gonna fail you like a motherfucker.
Reckon machine.
Hold that premium hot. Looking for that gold planet, that premium.
Yes, ma'am, I'll be happy to help. Bear me one moment, ma'am. You can't even find the mute button. You just,
Right.
Oh, can you imagine if I gave him one of my coughs?
Oh,
You know, one of my squeals.
The crazy thing is like that concept of like being able to smoke at your call center job means that probably your supervisor's also gonna smoke too. So like them escalator calls is gonna be handled the same way. You know what? You're coughing way too much. I want to speak to your supervisor.
yeah.
All right, man.
You got it.
You hand the call and the blunt to your supervisor.
Yeah, here
you
you
looking at your supervisor from across the room like, yo, I
you
need
got
you to
one.
take this call. You got the blood. What the fuck they want?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and pass them.
Well, pass the call. Pass that blunt too.
Right. You passing calls. You
David called
passing
the call
blunts.
center. Said you want to speak to the supervisor. Is that correct? Motherfucker, where is it with y'all over there? Ain't nothing, man. We just on this gas. How can I help?
Right. What you need?
I'd personally have a more peace of mind if I knew that when I'm making as a customer, as a consumer, the call to these call centers, knowing that there's someone high on the other end, it'd be a much mellow moment.
I see what you're saying.
As to opposed to
depends,
battle
man.
that I'm gonna fight forward, coming forth.
Bringing this into effect though, like I don't know if it would be that great if I'm the customer calling in and they're smoking. Like it'd be great if I was working there, but think about this: how many times have you rolled up to McDonald's or Popeyes or some shit like that? You know these motherfuckers are baked because they just taking forever for everything, bro.
I haven't
They
personally
repeating that
gone through an
menu,
experience
like,
where I've
3
met someone
times.
that was high in a McDonald's drive-thru. It's always been some elderly folks, which is like very saddening because it's like it's not youthful people. Like sometimes you see some youthful people working at McDonald's, but like at the wee hours that I go to, it's not a youthful person. It's always like an older person.
I think.
So they're not usually high. Maybe they're coked out. I wouldn't know. It's a long night. 24 hour.
Yeah, probably. You never know.
But I only see young people sometimes during the day.
Mhm.
Sometimes, but it's usually a lot of older people.
I guess.
I don't know if you guys notice that trend. I don't know. Now that I drive
I
a lot
don't.
more often.
I really don't even be paying attention, to be honest.
Yeah,
Just make my
true,
food.
You're driving more. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I still be going to fast food restaurants and shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Take a
like,
notice. It's only
I do
old people.
DoorDash too. So, but like I don't. I see young people.
Bro, this is a nice road split right here. Let's talk about
Thank
that.
you, sir. I'm willing to go and join into any joint rolling contest as long as I'm
Chauncey's
sponsored.
winning.
I appreciate that.
Chauncey's winning. Chauncey has the fastest and most efficient rolling time.
Is that are those the parameters? Because I guess I could meet those parameters. If we're setting parameters,
we
yeah.
could do it based off
I mean,
of
like if we're just going off like a nicely rolled joint, that's a nicely rolled joint.
diameter, symmetry, time.
Okay.
But the pull on that bitch gotta have some type of grade
Oh,
on
and
it.
smokability.
Okay.
I can't
So
be
we
sucking my
could do
face
that.
all the
Right,
time.
right.
Right,
Can't
right,
be
right.
too tight. Can't be too loose. I don't want to fucking hit and be.
Well, you haven't reached.
You don't want none
have
of
you
that?
reached this one yet?
Yeah, I think I passed
A
it.
spliff that don't canoe is a perfectly rolled.
Oh yeah, but you know what?
What?
A spliff that doesn't canoe. You know, like when it burns uneven.
Yeah, when it burns
okay,
on one side.
yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I don't be wanting motherfuckers French kissing their tongue, their finger, and then just wrapping it all
I have
around
to do
trying-
that. I have to do that religiously with my boy Ozzy. I can't. No matter how tight, how loose, how perfect, how god tier of a joint I roll up, this motherfucker pulls on it just the right way where it just automatically canoes. And I'll give it to him like this, perfect.
I pulling on like a cigarette.
Dude, it went around a whole circle, whole rotation.
No canoe.
No canoe. This motherfucker will take one rip canoes.
Yeah, because he's taking that huge ass
Canoes.
hit.
I'm like, bro.
He's just taking that one huge ass pull, so the air is pulling unevenly. So that's how what it is.
You know how people can't hear like people slurping food or smacking and all that
Can't
shit.
stand
You wanna slap someone in the face. I mean, like you're driven to that, you know, because it's just.
Are we still talking about the canoe thing or just
Yes, yes,
smoking?
yes.
I hate the smoking sound. I hate whenever people have like the big. Like, why you breathe in like that, bro? You don't have to breathe in like that.
I think that's the way old school people used to smoke.
I think so, yeah. Like people who smoke Virginia Slims.
And optimal.
Well, I don't know if you can smoke a cigarette like a joint, though. I don't know anyone who's did that to a cigarette. You got to pull.
I know.
I know somebody. Aaron. It's Aaron. Aaron be smoking like that, bro. She be killing me.
Like, they don't be like, well, I can't even do it without.
No, it'd be like, and then the hard
you
out
tug a cigarette,
breath.
there's no noise. There's only an exhale.
There shouldn't be an exhale. That's how I feel too.
I can give you an exhale. That's fine. An exhale is normal.
So she breathed. They breathed the cigarette.
hard breaths.
Hard sucks. She's got that turbo, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know people could do that shit. That's like taking double swigs of hard liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like pulling shit back and going.
Yeah,
right.
No, I can't do that shit.
I can't.
You get double
that
the
shit
cancer.
burns.
I'm one time with it. Go.
Yeah,
That's it.
my throat isn't adapted for that.
Nah, hell no.
Fuck.
I can't.
I know my limits on what I can handle.
I can't slam
as far as
down a
my
cigarette
throat
like
goes.
that. Even when I tried smoking cigarettes, I couldn't. I only did it to try to fit in with everybody. I could be lightheaded than a motherfucker smoking a cigarette.
Ain't that the realest shit ever, dog?
Bro, I'd buy a cigarette and hand and just to have people be like, "Yo, Mark, you got a cigarette? Yeah, I got one for you." Just to flip open with one thumb, slide that one bitch up. There's 20 cigarettes. I probably may touch on 3 of them.
There's very few people that actually say that, and may he rest in peace. My old friend George Salgado, he would do that adamantly. It's like, bro, I only smoke cigarettes because it looks cool.
Right.
Women like that shit, and it's like he'd be in the FIU dorms, swole as fuck, doing credit card fraud. Pulling hoes, going up to them like misogynist as fuck, dude. But these girls fine as fuck, dude, and they fall for it, dude. And it's like it just works, dude. It just fucking works. And I'm there like a mantis, bro, just feeding off the scraps, dude. But goddamn, dude, yeah,
like a mantis.
He just buy the double menthol cigarettes, the Listerine strips, Dentine ice, and we. Bro, alpha shit, bro. You gotta.
That seems like so mentholy. Like
oh
your
with the
so
double menthol
cool,
Camel that were out on the at the time on the street that they would give.
Oh my
bro,
God.
the best campaign a cigarette has ever launched, sending out those fucking bar hopping sluts with the fucking backpack with the camels, and they're like, let me scan your ID, I'll give you some free packs, bro. Oh my God, there's so many of them that I fucking banged because I had. I had the goods, bro, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll trade you this," and they
Some of
just
them
give me
chicks be making good money going around bars.
cartons of cigarettes. We'd have cartons.
It's just a promotion. It's a Marlboro promotion.
Well, yeah, Camels promote. It's illegal now. Now they give you coupons. Now you got to go and buy the products. It's $1 off.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they changed that up, dude. They were giving out full cartons of cigarettes, dude. Full cartons, boxes, bro. They have the boxes.
Cigarettes, man.
Women with boxes giving out boxes.
Yeah,
Right.
these girls just getting drunk, getting paid to like pass out these fucking cigarettes. Oh my
And then to smoke cigarettes while you're drinking. Ooh, that's the worst time for me.
That's why I can't do.
smoke a
That's why I
cigarette.
can't do menthol cigarettes anymore, man.
Well, I'm fucked up and I smoke a cigarette. Oh my God, what? Death is like right around the corner.
It really sends you into a new spinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like
lightheaded
Beyblade
and
right
bitch.
there. You're mine.
Matter of fact, the first time I got drunk.
But with a bump though, oh,
I ain't even going to that. To
Yes.
each his own, to
Yes,
each his
Mark.
own.
What were you saying?
Yeah, but I was gonna talk about a story when I first got drunk, man. Like I from one of the first times I could remember. I was in Boston on Blue Hill Ave on Rexford Road, and a guy from the pizza shop had pulled up. Or we went to the Mattapan Square, and then the store was closing. He gave us a large pizza, so we was gassed, and then so we and I'm like 15 years old, but I look older, so I'm old enough to walk into a liquor store and hit him with a deep voice, and be like, "Yo, my man, let me get a 40 ounce of OE, my nigga, and let me get some St. Ives." You know what I mean? And I would put at 15 years old, I had facial hair and all, so I looked a little older. And then they, believe it or not, these motherfuckers sometimes would serve it, depending on what type of day it was, man. Motherfuckers would give me some liquor, 15 years old, walking out with some bull. So anyway, I ended up getting like it was a St. Ives at that time. St. Ives was big. So we drank that, and I was tore up off that 40 ounce. And then someone passed me a cigarette.
40 ounce.
Bruh. Mind you, here it goes. There was some chicks over there. Oh, I'll never forget them. One of them name was Tiffany, and I can't remember what the other girl name, but they were badass girls in the neighborhood, but they were older, you know what I mean? But they were smoking cigarettes. So I'm like, yo, let me get a cigarette. Pass me a cigarette. Now I'm shattered. Now, I'm a little nice, so I think my confidence is through the roof. Come hang with everybody. Marc, you drinking? Hell yeah, I'm drinking. I'm smoking weed. What's up? But she gave me that cigarette, dog. Man, when I tell you, my whole world spun. So then it's late. My father come looking for me. I'm like 15 years old, but I'm drunk. So I'm standing on the car, and I'm like done with the cigarette, and I'm like, oh my God, my whole interior world is spinning. I got this feeling of anxiety in me, but it's like this tobacco rush. Or the nicotine rush, or whatever it is, but it's like this intense feeling in my body that lasted a while, and I wasn't used to that shit, so it was overwhelming, and I ended up throwing up. Once I threw up, I was done. So then my father come around the corner. My boy goes, yo, there goes your father, man. I was like, help me to the car. My father was hating. He told my man, let him go. Man, I had to walk a pretty good distance from that car to my father's car. I tried to sleep in the car. They was like, get your ass in the house. I crawled up the grass, crawled up the stairs, and I slept right next to the toilet. It was one of them days.
That's some shit.
Yeah, it was one of them days, man, where you was just like, I'll never drink again.
One
of them days, yeah.
I had one of them days too where I had to end my night fucking crawling to the bathroom. Crazy. 15 too. Maybe like 16 at this point in time. But like, yeah. We used to have like this fucking 40-year-old cousin who used to live with us. He was drunk like all the time. He always had alcohol. He used to get like a fucking fifth of Gilby's fucking gin. And that was my shit, bro. Gin and juice all the fucking time. I remember I started around like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon, bro.
Thanks to Snoop Dogg.
And we just,
juice.
Right, man? I was fucking happy as shit to be drinking that, man. I thought I was the shit. And then fucking had one cup, had a glass cup too. Probably not a good idea. Walked over to my friend's house across the street, fucking drank that, came back probably like 4 or 5 more times, and I was fucking gone. I remember sitting there on the fucking kitchen table one time, and I was holding on to the kitchen table because I couldn't hold myself up. I fucking flipped that table, bro. This fucking giant wooden table, man. I fucking just leaned to the right one too many, and this whole fucking table. And that's when my mom came home. She fucking like, she go fuck, get to the room, go. Crawl into the room. Ended up like my pants came off, my boxers came off, crawling butt ass naked down the bathroom hall, or down the hallway to the bathroom. Crazy. Threw up.
Shit, I tell you what.
It was a mess.
I got one. I got another one. So one of my boys, me and my boy Lee, we go to this club, and we drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. This is when my tolerance was through the roof. We drinking and drinking and drinking. He meets up with this girl at the end of the club, and then we go to her girl's house. Her girl was this Asian girl, but then she had some dude there, so now it's like 5 of us, right? So I didn't know what the plan was, but we were just gonna go over there, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But when I went over there, we seen that the dude was there. So when I see that I'm the 5th wheel, I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just gonna chill. Y'all do whatever y'all do, but we in this girl's house, this Asian chick. I never met this girl before. She's drinking this drink called Ray Nephew. It's 120.
Ooh, the Jamaican fucking rum.
It's 126 proof, right?
Jesus.
Yo, it tastes sour. Yeah, it's 126 proof. You light this shit on fire.
Yeah, Marcus drinks this shit.
Bruh,
this shit is effective.
This shit is serious. So I'm like, yo, what the hell are you drinking? And she's just tipping it back in this little half a pint bottle. She's like, yo, it's Ray Nephew. I'm like, well, let me. How much? What is? It's not your average bottle that you see someone drinking. So I'm like, yo, well, how many proof is this? She said 126. I said, God damn, let me take a sip of that. Now I'm already shattered. So I take a couple sips of it. Yo, the first sip, I never had anything like that before. It burned the shit out of my mouth, and it went down, and it just cooked my insides, right?
Jeez.
So then she's like, yo, you can have it, right? And it was just like not much left, dude. But yo, this much in a little, yo, oh my God. So I'm sipping. Now I'm kind of like oblivious because I had a high tolerance at this time. Well, back then I used to play around with the yayo in the club, so I had a bag of it on me. So I asked my man, yo, this shit kind of straightened you up a little bit, right? He was like, yeah, because I was just so done. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how fucked up I was until I was like, I don't want to be fucked up like this no more. Yo, this is the first time I ever tried this shit, man. I scooped it up, tried it. Now I'm kind of regretting it. So I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? So I try to go in the bathroom and try to, blow it out my nose. But by that time, it was in the back of my neck.
Hit your medulla oblongata. That's where it take effect. That's what it do. That's why you snort things.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't condone this to anybody, but that shit definitely straightened me up, dog. And I went from shit faced to sober for about 15 minutes. Yo, God. But listen, when the shit wore off, because you got to keep doing it and keep drinking and keep doing it and keep drinking and keep doing it and keep drinking, right?
Right.
And then when your night's over, you will crash something fierce. But bruh, I was so done. I was already at like level 10 when I tried to calm myself down. When that bitch wore off, it came back at 12. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like it
gave you whiplash.
It just paused for a minute.
Right.
It paused for a minute and then came back full steam. Like it didn't warm itself up. Mm-hmm. It just came back full steam. And then I was like, holy shit, yo, I blacked out. Check it out. So I blacked out. I took the cushions. I put them on the floor. Now this is the story that they're telling me. I take the cushions out. I put them on the floor and I crash. Now when you're on autopilot and you're like any of y'all live here. Y'all could, if y'all got shit faced, you on autopilot. You know where your bathroom at.
Oh yeah.
You're old enough. Your body ain't gonna allow you to piss yourself. You feel me?
Right.
So you're gonna on autopilot make it to your bathroom. You may stumble or shit. You may hit something. You may make some noise, but you're gonna make it to that toilet bowl. Well, I wasn't familiar with this layout. I'd never been to the girl's bedroom or bathroom before. You see what I'm saying? So I'm shit faced. Now I gotta take a piss. Now my body don't allow me to piss on myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm like 20 something years old. My body, I'm past that. I got my ass whipped about like when I was 4 years old, pissing on yourself, and I never did it again. You know what I'm saying? So my body won't allow me to do this. So I get up. Now I was on the cushions. I get up. My boy told me, he was like, yo, you got up. You started like pacing around, like looking for a direction. You seemed like you didn't have no direction. Your body ended up taking you to the corner of the living room, nigga. You whipped out and you pissed. Yo,
in the corner of the living room?
In the corner of this girl's living room, bro. I never met this girl before. Mind you, I'm on autopilot, right? He was like, my nigga, you wasn't just pissing, my nigga. You was drenching shit. Like, first you started pissing. It soaked up the rug. Then this shit started saturating. The bitch started foaming. You know what I'm saying? So then he was like, yo, when you was done, mind you, everybody's in the room. She in the room with the dude. Old girl, she in the room, and then
is everybody conscious, or was everybody asleep?
No. I think the Asian girl and the dude definitely wasn't there, because she would have probably woke my ass up right mid of the piss. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine that. You know what I mean? She wasn't there. When I woke up, my man was like, yo, my man explained all that shit to me. Like, so I guess my man seen me do all this shit. So when I'm done, I go back to the cushions, lay down, because that's where I remember going back. Well, he said I went back to the cushions, so I laid back down. I tried taking my pants off, supposedly. I tried taking them in and boom, fall, crash. Yo, now this is what I remember. I remember waking up to this girl blitzing on somebody. Motherfucker, get the fuck out. You know, in a little Asian cute accent. Get the fuck out of my house, you motherfucker. Hey, listen, she turned racist that day, boy. You fucking nigga. She was hitting me with some ham shit, right? Yo, so then everything I'm saying, everyone's laughing. Because I don't know who she talking about, but she talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I wake up, I look, I see a bunch of newspaper in the corner. I'm like, yo, what does she have, a dog? Everyone starts laughing. Everyone starts laughing. Yeah, I swear to God, everyone starts laughing, bro. Yo, no bullshit. Everything that I started saying, because I'm confused about shit, I'm asking questions about shit, but it's all me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I look at my mouth like, damn, nigga, she blitzing on somebody. And I'm just barely waking up. So I'm like, damn, my nigga, she blitzing on somebody. Who's she blitzing on like that? The dude starts laughing, my man starts laughing, the chick starts laughing. I think I say something else, nigga, and then then everyone else start laughing again. So then I'm like, my man's like, yo, let's go. Yo, he's like, yo, man, we gotta go. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we slide off. Now, this is October in Massachusetts. So I'm starting, now we get outside, it's cold, I'm starting to wake up now. I'm like, yo, my nigga, why are we leaving, dog? He's like, nigga. He starts laughing again, right? I'm like, nigga, what is so fucking funny, dog? Everything I say to y'all motherfuckers laughing. What was so funny? He said, dog, you don't know anything about that night, my nigga? Like, you don't remember, like, going to the bathroom and nothing like that? I was like, nah, why, what's up? He's like, nigga, you remember seeing the newspaper, right? You asked about the dog, right? I was like, nigga, don't she have a dog? He starts dying again, nigga. I'm like, dog, fuck off. Yeah, I'm like, dog, fuck off, nigga, for real, dog, like, serious. I'm trying to figure out where this night went. I'm confused right now, you know what I'm saying? He was like, my nigga, you pissed in this girl's living room, dog. I said, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Shut up, nigga, I pissed in the living room. Now I'm thinking to myself, nigga, I had an autopilot moment before. You know, my father had woke me up on some shit, told me the next morning. So I was like, wait a minute. I can't. Damn, I've done this before. I'm saying to myself, like, shit, I've done this before. I'm like, all right, so what do you mean, nigga? He was like, yo, dog, you did this, you did that, nigga, you did this. I fucked around, pissed in this girl's living room on autopilot, nigga, and I didn't know where the fuck's that, you know?
Yo, she got a dog.
Common denominator, my nigga, is cocaine's one hell of a drug, nigga. Just stay the fuck away from that shit, my nigga. That was my story right there. Like, I would never do that shit again.
But
cocaine or pissing someone's
fam, I could call this nigga. You met him, Lee.
Oh yeah.
I think we had the conversation in the Airbnb.
We did.
Know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my nigga, he's the only dude on this planet that can co-sign that. I can call that nigga right now, and I always like throw that story.
That and the Asian lady.
The Asian chick, the chick that he fucked with, and her dude, I never seen them again.
Did he see them again?
I don't know. But I can bet money that the Asian chick didn't want to see me again. I'm letting shots off, nigga. You fucking pissing my house, my nigga. Bro, I'm letting it ring, dog. You shoot him. Oh, I'm hurting you somehow. You're gonna wake up. I bet you that.
Right.
Well,
I had a moment like that on Xans. That's why I don't do that. I did Xans one time. I'll never do Xanax again.
Yeah,
he didn't do Xans. He got roofied, y'all. He didn't do Xans.
Yo, them pills are crazy. Like Klonopins, I'd be forgetting the next day.
Bars, yeah. Bad experience with bars.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never did.
I've seen
like
someone
that.
piss on themselves before. On that
I believe
story.
it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Bro, he must have been on bars though, because that was like the thing that the group would be doing. That selective group.
I was literally blacked out to the point, like, I had people come over to my house just to hang out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One was like, yo, you want to try one? I was like, well, fuck it, I ain't going nowhere, bitch, you know?
Yeah,
whatever, I'm chilling. You know, so I leaned back on my couch, pretty much just exactly how Mark like that. Lean back on the couch like that, I got my leg crossed, you know what I'm saying? And I go to sleep. I wake up the exact same way. And then I also wake up to my phone being blown up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, bitch, like, last night was crazy. I'm like, last night was crazy. Like, I woke up, y'all was gone. He was like, yo, so you don't remember last night? I'm like, no. Bruh, we went out to the club. You were driving the entire night. You bought hookahs. We got kicked out of the club. Like, all, like, breaking down, like, whole scenarios. Like, he was like, you bought shots for people.
And you forgot.
I don't remember none of this.
Yeah, blacked out. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they fucking
I was
do.
like, I'll never do that shit. My heart racing because I'm like, bro, that shit could have went a totally different way. I don't remember none of this shit. And y'all saying I was behind the wheel of a vehicle.
That's nuts.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of autopilot I want to be on ever. I don't ever want to be on.
If I'm not mistaken, them pills are prescribed for either people with anxiety or depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Klonopins, I've taken Klonopins,
which is like, wow, like if it's not prescribed for you, what a turn it makes you have.
What?
Right?
Yo, I've taken Klonopins and forgot the next day. Like I take them today and what's today? Sunday. I would take them today and Tuesday I'd forget what happened Sunday.
I just do that in my natural life.
Well, no, because it's meant for those who are depressed to block that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be thinking about shit in the past, right? So it blocks that shit. So there's been times I've been like, hold up, damn, I kind of forgot. I went on a high-speed chase one time.
What?
Back in
From the cops?
Yo, check this out, right? You know, this is years ago, man. So I'm 41 now. This is when I was in my 20s.
The fucking 7-year law is done. You can go ahead and say
Facts.
it now.
Oh yeah, it ain't about murder. So it ain't about,
I thought it was 15.
statute,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Even 15, it was way
Statute of
longer than
limitations.
that.
Yeah.
So what happened was we had got a we had got a hold of a pistol, but we had no bullets for it, right? So,
that's the best kind of pistols.
And we had heard of a spot.
No, I heard something about Sex Pistols one time.
A couple of times where I had heard of a spot that had them. We could get bullets, but we had to drive a little bit. So back in the days, it was some dude's house. But back in the day, we used to rent cars off of fiends. You know what I'm saying? So we had this like nice Intrepid, but it had an intake. It was that bitch took off. I was like, whoa.
Hold on, wait. You used to rent cars from fiends?
Oh yeah,
Like crackheads
They were hooked on it. So
that's
like, yo, I'll give you
fucking
something.
crazy.
Let me hold the whip.
Where was
you
this
don't know
at?
if it's his or if it's his.
Massachusetts?
New Bedford. Shout out to New Bedford.
Man,
New Bedford, Mass. Yeah.
you fucking Massonites are crazy.
Nah, I mean, that shit
It's not him. It's fiends, bro. It's anywhere. Yeah, fiends will do anything.
Oh yeah, and it depends on what type of level of fiend you had, nigga. You pull up in a Benz, nigga. You pull up in.
Yeah, you can get a yacht on the car if you really.
Right, yeah.
Like
You throw a motherfucking 8-ball, my nigga. That nigga hand you all type of shit. Bro, you know how much, you know how much shit I used to come into the house with, TVs, nigga, GameCubes, Xboxes, nigga, surround sound. We don't even know how to hook that bitch up, and that shit sounded crazy in the house. So yeah, man, like, I mean, it's nothing to brag about. It's just past
Shit
stories,
happens.
but nah, to what was he talking about? I don't know how the hell we got on top of that. But
It be like that.
what was we talking about? The pills?
no, the fiend. You got the gun.
You got the gun. You got the
So,
gun.
High speed chase.
so boom, yeah. So we went left. So we trying to get bullets for it. Boom. So we driving the back roads like going to Marion or whatever, Wareham, and we drive by a car. Now, mind you, I'm on these Klonopins. I don't even remember who was driving, whether it was me and my man, but we had the thing on us. So we driving away we trying to get away from the cop, and we pull up in this like little cut. Now we driving around, boom, 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 boom. We pulling side streets, hitting turns, and then we see this little duck off, a little like parking lot. We pull into it and shut the lights off. Cars drive by, boom, 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 boom. One drives by, stops, the lights come back, he reverses. So now we get up out the car, we trying to take off, and we gonna run across the field. Well, I remember having the thing on me, and then I threw it, right? They never found it. I remember they threw it. They ended up tackling me. My face got hit up all in the prickle bush and all this shit. And they was like, yo, as they're tackling me, they yo, motherfucker, you made our job easy. I said, what the hell are you talking about? This is about like 3, 4 in the morning, so now the light's starting to come on. We in the car. He was like, yo, bro, I pulled right into the police station.
No.
What?
Yeah, Yeah, my nigga. I pulled it. Yo, we going.
This man went on you didn't go on a high speed chase. You went to go turn yourself in.
I couldn't believe
Mark is an
shit,
outstanding citizen who couldn't handle being in the eyes of the law.
Man,
and he's like, you know what, I can't
What
handle
kind
the
of attorney
pressure
did you
already.
have? That wasn't easy. In a
I was
case,
doing
you were
that
doing the right
motherfucker.
thing.
I was doing them motherfuckers a favor, I guess.
That's
I don't know, man. That
hilarious.
motherfucker was like, yo, you made my job easy. I said, why? What the hell? He said, because you going right there. I look across. I look across the field where I was running. It was the fucking police station, dog.
That's great.
Swear to God, yo.
Right there, pal.
Right.
Hey, them
Right
motherfuckers took us, went around the road, and boom, put us right in there, nigga, threw me in the tank. Fucking, that's exactly where I stayed, nigga, for overnight. Got bailed out, went back home, yeah.
That would not have happened on cocaine.
Yo, my my face was all fucked up. They threw me right in the prickle bush, yo. My neck, my face, it looked like I got fucking scratched by all type of shit.
I mean, was there another option?
Well,
Prickle
nah,
bush
man.
or
I could have drove somewhere else and kind of tried to run into a different fucking
You
field.
could have taken a left at Albuquerque.
Right. I should have done that right instead of that left. That was my problem. That's why I fucked up. Everything was good until I took that
Hey,
left.
to be fair though, they realistically probably not that bad of an idea. You wouldn't find a criminal already in jail. So like maybe it wasn't that bad of an idea.
Yeah, but
you almost got away with it if
I
it
don't
wasn't
know
for that
no
last
nigga
car.
who runs away from the cops to hide in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
just
what it
didn't
seemed
do it
like I
right.
was doing.
the execution? You know, D minus.
Like,
Right.
that shit
Plan?
was crazy.
Solid B.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
solid
a
B
B plus.
No,
See an
man,
A.
fuck that. That shit's going on World's Dumbest Criminals, dog. That ain't bullshit.
Yeah, execution though.
That would have been one of them segments, my nigga. Because there was no YouTube and there was no Instagram,
Hear me out.
social media.
Hear me out.
Right.
You know how many criminals actively work at the police station?
Oh, that's because cops are criminals.
Yeah.
I got it.
ACAB 1312.
Yeah.
But it's different when you see a high speed chase and the motherfucker pull up in the fucking police station, nigga.
Well, that's
I know they probably
That
hopped
same
in the car
criminal-
like,
It was like-
is he serious? Like they probably all on the car like,
Sarge, is he serious?
One thing they couldn't do is figure out who was driving. That because we couldn't even come up. I was so fucked up. I didn't even remember. I just remember throwing the thing.
Like, sir, I'm just in the field right now. I don't even remember having a car. I
What do you
don't know
mean?
what
Their
you're
police
doing.
tactics corralled the offender straight into the police station.
Bro, I got so many ridiculous stories about this street shit. Bro, I was on a hey, listen, me and my homeboy, right? We driving on a motorcycle. We go to I just get up with him. He has his chick on the back. He riding the 1000. I'm riding the 750.
Are you riding handlebars?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is a motorcycle.
you can
Yeah,
ride your
yeah,
bike
yeah.
with
Well,
your
he had somebody on the back, but
He
like,
had someone on the back of his. I didn't have no one on mine.
oh, okay, you had a bike as well.
Yeah, I was
All
on
right.
a
See, I
bike,
thought you
too.
was riding handlebars.
So he was on a Jigsaw 1000. I was on a 750. So we hit the highway and he's moving. So then all of a sudden, he just downshift and take off. So I'm like, what the fuck's this nigga? I'm thinking he's trying to play like chicken or so, or keep away or whatever. But bitch, I'm gonna keep up with you. I ride, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep up with you. So I'm keeping up with him, and then boom, I'm talking about this nigga going through traffic. Like I'm like, yo, why are you running like I'm almost like saying to myself, why is this nigga moving like this? So I'm behind him because I don't want to lose him. Boom, 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 boom. So we finally take an exit. Boom, we cut off into a street, and I ended up meeting him on somewhere else. He was like, yo. I'm like, nigga, what was you doing, dog? He was like, yo, you don't know, nigga, you don't, what the hell, you don't know what happened? I was like, nah. He said, nigga, we was running from the police. I was like, what the fuck? I said, nigga, what the fuck you mean we was running from the police? He was like, yeah, nigga, when we was flying, nigga, I had turned to the side, seen we had blew right by a steady, but we were doing like a buck. You know what I'm saying? He said the steady pulled out, and he was like, that's when I downshift and took off. I said, my nigga, I'm thinking you playing games on the highway, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
He's just being more aware than you.
Listen, I'm following.
Mark is only getting in trouble by the law by like blind consequence.
Right.
Like he doesn't even know that this shit is happening.
Mark is a
Watch
good
your
upstanding
surroundings,
citizen.
I swear to God, my nigga, we flying on this highway, going through traffic. I'm talking about flying through fucking 18 wheelers, nigga, decent, not heavy traffic, but decent. Motherfuckers is blowing like 160 on this bitch, and Yeah, nigga, we finally pull off. The nigga was like, nigga, you don't. He makes a phone call. Yo, this nigga who runs from the police don't even know they getting chased by the police. You know what I'm saying? I said, nigga, I'm trying to keep up to you.
I'm not finna look back. If I look back, I'm gonna fall off of this bike.
My nigga, I'm doing like 165 on this bitch. I can't get no time to. You know, I can't even look like 90 degrees. I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? if I look over my shoulder, I got a problem. I'm not looking back. He's like, nigga, we was running from the stadium the whole time, nigga. And finally, when we got cleared out of them, cause see, now here's the thing with the motorcycle. You blow by a cop doing like a buck. Their cars only go up to about 160.
Yeah.
So now when you pick it up,
and you're going through traffic, they can't get through traffic.
Right. It's the acceleration, not the speed.
So now when you pick it up to 160, now you got that even gap. Even when they catch up and go to 160, you got this steady gap, and they're gonna have to close that gap by doing like 210.
And I think they can't by law. They can't hit you. Yeah.
So by the time he lost, he said he lost. By the time he said he lost, and that's when we hit the exit. Boom, and then we dip all up and through the city and shit like that. And that's when I found out we was getting chased by Popo, and I was just trying to catch up to this nigga. Yeah,
750 Jixer.
Jixer.
I was just playing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on.
I thought you was trying to get away from me.
I was just here for a good time.
Yeah, right. I thought you wanted to go for a ride, my nigga. That was a pretty good ride. I mean, shit. You know,
trying to do that again. Come back next week.
But nigga, that was I'm not gonna lie. Like flying, doing like 150, 160, and when you switching lanes and you going between cars and all that shit, you turning ahead of time, and then you got to cut back ahead of time. Like now I think about that shit, like my nigga, I was unintentionally running from the Popo. I stayed at that, and that nigga was on us.
Right.
Took off. He ain't want no sauce.
Right.
We just had somebody in our chat right now, Friday kind of guy, who was like, I don't really understand why people get insurance when they drive a motorcycle. My buddy says, what's the point? If I hit anything, I'm dead. I don't give a fuck about another person's repairs in the afterlife.
I personally don't get insurance when I get my motorcycle. Never.
Great.
And it's not required by law to have one. You just gotta have a helmet.
What?
Just to have a motorcycle, you're not required to have insurance. All you gotta have is a helmet or something to like cover your eyes, your vision. But there's no point in getting insurance. Other people have insurance. Cars have insurance.
Fuck around.
You only need life insurance. You don't need car insurance.
Right. Life insurance, and the job offers that, so you're covered.
Only for the base minimum. Like it's expensive.
Your bike gets stolen. Sometimes they find it. Most of the times they never fucking find it. It's a fucking waste of time.
That bitch is going in parts.
You're buying a used beat up bike that you're trying to repair anyways.
You're taking that one bike and you're giving it to 10 different ones.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's fucking crazy.
This bitch is taking the tires. This bitch taking the exhaust. This bitch taking the paint. This bitch taking the stickers. This bitch taking the radiator. This one's taking the seat.
Well, it's a good market. Everyone. There's a lot of people that want a bike, have a bike, repair a bike.
Yeah. Right.
We're not condoning stealing anybody. So I just want to clear that up.
No.
We all work 9 to 5s here.
Please don't steal my bike. Yeah.
I don't have one yet, but if I do, please don't steal mine.
Please don't steal mine.
You know what I think? It's a terrible theft. These tow companies.
Tow companies are 100% theft, bruh.
They
don't deserve to be able to operate the way that they fucking operate.
They have too much liberty. It seems unregulated.
It's completely a scam. That's all it is. Fuck tow companies, bruh.
And they make more on Sundays.
Bro, they make more most of
facts. They do.
They do because you can't get your car out, bro.
Yeah.
Anything like over 3 hours is an extra $75.
Who are they to make the assumption that just because I'm unconscious, I wouldn't want my vehicle towed to my house, and instead they tow it to the towing company? Of course, I want it to my house. Charge me whatever it costs to take it to my house initially.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like whenever anything happens, your vehicle usually gets towed and goes straight into the tow yard. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Who makes that assumption? I didn't approve of that. Right? Did you approve of that? Would you like that? No. Right? Do you want to hear those charges?
They're not towing it for you.
Right.
They're towing it from you.
Well, if it's an accident.
Oh, if it's an accident?
If it's an accident.
Okay. No. I was just talking about it in general.
I mean, granted, sometimes insurance companies, want it to be towed to a tow yard and whatever. insurance assessors, but it can happen anywhere. But you know, I've had the instances where I've had a vehicle that I've personally put my blood, sweat, and tears in putting aftermarket parts into it. And you know, hey, it might be a shit old box to you, Nissan 300ZX, dude. But you know, there's parts in there, dude. And you come and you find your
move too,
dude. You've come and you find your car. You know, it's like missing a couple parts here and there, a couple personal items. It's like, yo, you know.
Oh yeah.
And on top of that, I
lost a whole fucking weapon.
Oh, you know, so you see, it happens to more people than just me. So
it was a scythe.
It's kind of like. You know, I didn't want this towed here. You know, like if there's anything, what's the driver's license for attached to the registration? Why don't you tow the car to the registration's location?
What if it's out of state?
You got to be.
That's
careful.
a charge that you're willing to incur.
Here's the thing: you got to be careful of these apartment complexes.
Yeah.
That's another shit, bro.
That's the scam I'm talking about. Like people who like live in apartments, like our neighborhoods like that, bro. We had a homie who was on our podcast the other night. He got drunk, so he spent the night. You know what I'm saying? Fucking woke up in the morning. He's like, "Dude, where's my car?" And I'm like, "Settle down, Ashton." It turns out his shit got towed though. You know, and we're like, "Why did it get towed?" And he's like, "Oh, it was illegally parked." What do you mean illegally parked?
There's no
like there's nothing in our lease that says that you can't park on the side of the road. There's nothing on the signs that say that you can't park on the road, but we can't argue anything because, you know what I'm saying, it's a vague terminology. And that's the thing that I was talking about. Like they told the shit at 4:00. We didn't find out until 8:00, but since we called in, you know, 4 hours later and we didn't call in within the first 2 hours, it's an additional $75. Y'all fucking told the shit at 4:00 in the morning. Who the fuck is waking up at 4 on a Sunday fucking morning?
That's whack because you get that additional charge no matter what hours it is. They always slap you this additional charge, and it's like, well, it's so random.
It's $50 for it to even be towed because of the mileage. Why the fuck is that my fault for y'all coming way the fuck out here to tow shit, man?
And that's not my. You made a mistake. This is my gas. They're sleeping here.
I'm running for Congress just so I can take out tow trucks. I want y'all to know that.
Mayor or something.
No, not
whatever
mayor.
it takes.
Congress.
Or we could just become part of this scheme, and we could just open up a tow truck company, and we could just get on this money scheme and call it a day.
You know, there's $200.
I want to start a new scheme where we get people's cars back. And we just beat up tow trucks.
I like that. I want to support that.
We beat up tow truck drivers.
That makes sense.
That's violence.
We beat them up with words.
Friday kind of guy. Can I get your vote for Congress? He said he supports the boys in Congress. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe I can get his vote.
If he supports the boys in Congress, I assume he gives you vote.
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe he's just talking about boys in general.
When I pulled up to the tow, I told him straight up. I said, "All right, look, how much do I owe?" She said, I think it was like $225, my nigga, when they took me out.
Sounds about right.
That's what we paid.
About $225 on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait. I said, hold up, how much? $225. I said, I'm in the wrong line of business.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's the first thing I said, though. I'm in the wrong line of business. Now, you figure, but you get 3 cars a day?
I'm okay with just one.
Let's just say 3 cars on a Sunday.
3, yeah.
3. You do 1 car.
It's 800.
I'm sure that's
Sunday.
easy. There's a lot of jackasses out there.
It's about 700.
700 right there, off road. That's 1 car every Sunday. Now you
and again, if you tow that shit again at like 2:00 in the morning when people are asleep, ain't nobody gonna be trying to come out here and fucking stop you from towing it.
Right.
They even have a hookup fee. Even if they hook up your shit and you fucking stop them from like leaving the complex, and it's still a hookup
it's
fee.
$5 for every bead sweat that they get.
I believe it.
Jesus Christ. Huh? But yeah, man,
but tow car,
it's definitely a steal.
It's a company that'll piss you off, but it's a lucrative company.
You can't do shit about it. It's backed by the law, which is a crazy thing too.
No, I don't believe that. We can change that. Fuck that.
We can change that. That's why I'm running for Congress. Jesus fucking Christ, stay on topic. Jesus.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What's that guy from Big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski?
Yeah. Don Cheadle? I don't know. I don't know who the fuck was in that movie.
The bigger guy.
Lebowski?
Not Steve Buscemi, but the other guy.
Martin Lawrence. I don't know this movie. Right. I don't know this movie at all.
So I got some good news to talk about.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
You pregnant?
Congrats.
That'd be something, huh? So, y'all know I was having these issues with my daughter's mother.
I think I'm the only
okay.
one that knows.
All right, so got a little girl, right? She's she's like two and a half. She'll be 3 in November. We're going back and forth with the mother and shit. So my main common denominator is just trying to be there for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And so I
The answer is John Goodman, by the way, the big guy in the Big Lebowski. There's your answer. Thank you to the chat over here in Podbean. Go back to your thing, Mark.
That
So-
cookie dude.
So then, yeah, we're going back and forth. I'm trying to get and I'm just trying to be around my daughter. And I didn't want to take her to court, right? So that was one of my main things. And I told her I didn't want to take her to court. Court didn't help me with this child.
Right.
So why do I got to involve the court? You know what I mean? So
Settle it between us type of deal.
this is to
Mortal Kombat.
whoever's listening to this.
Double homicide.
Definitely tune in or listen because this is important stuff. Now, at the end of the day, all of this was like kind of strategized. Now that I sit back and look at all this, now any man who has a kid with a child out of wedlock, like y'all not married, y'all have a kid, I would say it's imperative to insure the child. Because what happens is, I wanted to insure my daughter. She said she'll be eligible for Medicaid based on her income, right? I said, all right, cool. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. Let me sign her up for daycare because I just want to do something. I want to be part of something. You know what I mean?
Right.
She was like, well, she'll get the voucher if she's under my income because I make less income. I'm like, oh, all right, but whatever. So now it's like, okay, well, just give me this. Give me $500 every month. $500. I'm like, $500. What the hell? $500 every pay period. I got $1,000 a month with my. Like, she'll be with me for a month, and I wouldn't even spend $1,000 on. You know what I mean? So fast forward fast forward 2.5 years later, we go to court. Child support, whatever, goes in her favor. Cool. So I go and hire a lawyer because now I don't know how to file this stuff. And I think it's real important that dudes study family law, especially if you got a kid and you're single and you're a single dad. It's good to know this shit. So I ended up hiring a lawyer after that case. About 2 weeks later, on a Thursday, she had resigned from the job, right? Because she was the supervisor, acting supervisor. So she resigned from the job that Thursday. Leaves. Someone calls me that Thursday and tells me, yo, you hear about so-and-so? She bouncing. I'm like, what? She says, yeah, she's bouncing to Georgia. I said, get the fuck out of here. With my duck, you know what I mean? With my little one. So I was like, oh, hell no. So I called my lawyer, boom, boom, boom. We come up with something. So I call her back. I was like, yo, let me see my daughter. And and that's when she told me she's leaving to Georgia, whatever. So I was like, well, listen, let me get my daughter and I'll bring her to my mom's and so everyone can say bye to her, right? So as soon as I got my daughter in my possession, I called my lawyer and had that bitch served in 3 hours we filed a motion that you cannot relocate, right? 'Cause she was just trying to dip without my permission. So now, mind you, when I went to go pick up my daughter, she had an empty apartment, fucking U-Haul out there, packed. I get my daughter, bow, serve her ass 3 hours later. I don't think she thought I was capable of doing something like that, but I already had.
So wait, you served her?
Yeah, I had her served. So
okay, like you just showed up and started dancing?
I went to the door and just started crumping.
Right, just showed up on her like Omarion did.
Exactly.
You know.
And then Omarion was the dude who came up with the papers. He was the one who served. And it was like, you just got served.
You showed up like Chris Brown and you were like, yo. Excuse me, miss.
I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss.
Well, let me know what option you're going to give me, because Chris Brown was a better option at the first. I would have went with Chris Brown first, if you would have said Chris Brown. So, all right, so Omarion comes around the corner, he serves her. Chris Brown's like, you got served, bitch. So anyway, boom. So now I got my daughter, right? She gets served, she can't go nowhere. So she files an emergency pickup order because I had my daughter for like 2 days. First time I ever had my daughter overnight. Pick her up So she files an emergency pickup, but my lawyer counteracts it like Mayweather. Cynthia Hernandez, y'all, was the lawyer by the name. Cynthia Hernandez, Family Law, Tampa. Shout out, Miss Cynthia. So my lawyer served her with the "you can't leave" bow. She counters with the emergency pickup. So cool, but my lawyer counters her again with the "okay, no, I'm sorry, I'm fucking up the story here." She got served, then she filed a emergency pickup. I gave her back, but contingent upon her not leaving, which my lawyer had her file that. So then she went and agreed to it. Then she went and filed an emergency relocation. That had to go before a judge. Denied. Right?
Off rip.
Off rip. So now the judge is looking, and the story was, I'm never there for my daughter, right? I'm never there. But she got pictures. But I got pictures of when she's like literally in the, like, as soon as she comes out the body, they put her in that little bubble. I got those pictures. I got pictures of her on my chest. I got pictures of her as a toddler. I got pictures of her as her walking. So the judge is looking like, hold on, this motherfucker's in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And she's kind of like painting this big picture. I'm a drug addict. I'm this, that. I smoke. Oh, the common denominator was weed.
Right. It's always
smoking. Drug test. Right. Hey, so
medicinal.
So check it out. The female judge denies it. We go before her again, but she had to go to a funeral, so another judge jumped in to fill in her spot. But he only had 2 hours, so we wouldn't be able to do the whole. So we did 2 hours here, and then it got continued to Thursday. So in that meeting, he's looking, he's taking his notes. You know, her lawyer's just going ham, throwing all type of shade at me, right? But he's picking her story apart. So he's like, okay, all this weed thing, ma'am, was he smoking weed when he was with you? Yeah. Oh, and you still chose to have a kid with him. Right? Shut down. Boom. So I'm like, okay. I kind of pocket that one. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was a nice body shot right there. So then her story is that that allegedly the brother got a tree cutting service. But he has an opportunity that he's going to take in Lithia Springs, Georgia. Well, I guess they thought that he was talking to a dumbass judge. This motherfucker, I don't know what type of software this motherfucker was using with one hand. Nigga, boom, zoomed in on some shit and was like, what trees are you cutting over here? I mean, I know there's trees here, but unless you work for a mill, I mean, I know there's a national park over here, but I'm pretty sure those trees are protected.
Right. Like, so what trees was being cut down?
Like, and so then now, the brother has an opportunity. He's waiting for the sister to come down because he's not in Lithia yet. He's waiting for her to come down. Then he's gonna go down there, and she's gonna do estimates, and he's gonna give her $50,000 to do it. Bull motherfucking shit. Like that story, you could have went into the bubblegum machine, came up with a better story than that, fam. So in the meeting, and I really didn't have to do nothing. I just kind of like chopped the story apart at the final hearing, and I got gangsta on it too. So so then she had said she's moving into a 5-bedroom house. Her witness, who owned the house, turned into a 4-bedroom house, and then that lady that lives there has 2 daughters. So technically, you only got 1 bedroom. So you go from your 3-bedroom 2-bath to access to 1 bedroom. Now, with inconveniencing the 2 daughters, you may have access to 2 bedrooms, but most likely you're gonna do triple bunks for the 2 boys, and then you were gonna bunk in with my daughter. No judge is gonna fucking hit that.
Right.
So we went for the final hearing. Long story short, that bitch got denied. I got 50-50 time sharing with my daughter now, court ordered. So, and they do it in stages. So the first May will be 2 times a week. June will be overnights, and in July I got a 50-50 now, moving forward.
That's what's up, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
How old is she?
Not even 3. She'll be 3 November.
Wow. Yeah, I have a 2-year-old myself.
Yeah.
There's
some of these chicks can be real vindictive, man. At the end of the day, you get you some winners, man, but
Well, about the whole like fucking court shit. Like, is it the courts whenever it come to custody is always crazy, and especially here in Florida because it's a mom state. It's always going to be a mom
Not
state.
really.
No.
Nah, not really. Not if
Really
you got
depends
your
on the
shit
judge,
together,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Not,
If you got your shit together, yeah. But if
even if you live with somebody, if you can provide stability, if you can indicate that, like right now, y'all all live here. Chauncey has a kid. He goes for custody for the chick. He has a crib. He may not have a crib for the child right now, which you don't necessarily need because she's so young. You know what I'm saying? You just need to need to establish your time sharing. So boom, it's like that off rip. You know what I'm saying? Because now if they start doing this and they start holding the kid from you, technically no man has any rights to their child out of wedlock. So you have a child with a kid in Florida. I don't know how anywhere else is, but you have a child with a kid in Florida, not married, out of wedlock. You have no rights to that child. You have to go to the court and establish that shit. How crazy is that?
That's insane.
How crazy is that?
what you're hearing right now is the ASMR of Jesus rolling up.
The birth certificate signature, that is not establishing paternity.
That's hilarious because somebody
That's
just put in there
right,
too,
somebody
like
just
you
said
gotta
that.
sign the birth certificate.
Right.
No,
But,
someone,
yeah,
no,
it's not
signing
valid,
your birth
though, no.
certificate is not establishing time sharing. Facts. My lawyer told me this shit. Trust me.
If you don't sign it, you can't get hit for child support.
That's the only thing.
Right.
Right.
That's the only
That's
thing.
the only thing.
That's
But
a
it
good
doesn't
thing.
do it with the custody
You sign
and everything.
facts.
But
You
that's a
sign
good
the
thing, though.
birth
But
certificate.
that's
Yeah, but no
what-
real
but
man thinks
exactly,
like that
that's
though.
exactly,
Every
bro.
real
That's-
man gonna sign their birth certificate. I'm pretty sure you signed your birth certificate. Your daughter, your kid's birth
I didn't
certificate.
sign it.
See,
Well, you need to.
Oh, I don't know.
he doesn't mind getting hit with that child's support.
But listen.
But
So
anyways.
anyway, in any event, when you do sign it, that automatically binds you to child support. Even if you find out that child is not yours after some time, you have to do you have to establish. Now, there's two ways you can establish paternity. You can do a DNA test, or you could just say that child's mine to the courts as the man. That child's mine. I want my time sharing. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck around and do a DNA test sometime later on, find out she's not. It'll fuck you up, but you know, at that time, with going through all this, I truly believe that's my daughter. You know, I didn't have any questions that it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I didn't do the DNA test. It's just that I want my time sharing with my daughter. You know what I mean? And she knows who I am. You know what I mean? So it was just a fucked up thing. But yeah, signing the birth certificate is not establishing your paternity. It is just allowing the system to hit you for child support, and they have a person that they can hit with child support now.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'd be honest with you. Now that I think about it, and it's kind of a crazy way to even look at it, but if you only fucking with a girl and you know that y'all up doing your own thing and she gets pregnant, but you know she was fucking with other people, you probably may not want to sign that birth certificate right away and do the DNA. Because if you do the DNA and it's not yours, then you don't have to sign that birth certificate.
Right. You have no obligation to that chick at all.
Hold on.
You know what
Like
I'm
me.
saying?
There's somebody in the chat who was like, "You guys hear about that guy that paid child support for 18 years and found out the kid wasn't his after?
Yeah.
Shows that man money. Of course we heard about it. Kanye rapped about it. What you mean?
Wait. She owes him money now?
He's just saying. I feel like he's just saying like she owes that man.
Well,
money.
there's been
like-
instances where the man has to pay the child support regardless.
If he signs a birth certificate.
If
Right,
I'm not
right,
mistaken,
yeah,
in New
yeah.
York they got to pay till they 21. It's not just till 18. I think it's
Until they
till
graduate.
they
If they
21.
wanted to push up and go all the way to
College, yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
bad situation, a bad scheme.
So-
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, so bust this. So now, let's say, for instance, you make about 50,000. That's about 4,000 a month. Well, my math could be off a little bit.
It's
but
about
that's
3,000.
So they're gonna average it out to about 4. Well, so anyway, so if they average you out to about 4,000 a month,
Yeah.
they're gonna calculate and say you owe $1,000 every month out of that. So depending on how old your child is, so let's say my daughter's 2.5, they'll probably say I owe about almost 30. And now mind you, my daughter's only not even 3 years old. So now what does that say?
Were you hit with child support?
Yeah. So now, in this situation, let's say, let's look at insurance, right? We work for insurance. We sell insurance. There's no policy out there for any newborn or toddler that's going to be $1,000 a month. Now, don't get me wrong. You're paying for the birth of the child too. You know what I'm saying? That shit's not cheap. You know what I mean? You pay for that. That's expensive.
Yeah, in Canada it is. In America it's not. You know what I'm saying? We charge people like $30,000 to give birth.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I have a kid again, she's having it in
It's
the
the
crib.
amenities that the hospitals upcharges.
Yeah, but everything in the hospital we could have had at the crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put it as right in the
Not
child.
common knowledge. I don't know if it's common knowledge. But, it may be to some. Yeah.
My next child is gonna be in the house. I ain't paying for no medical bill.
I mean,
fuck that.
Natural birth.
Mark, do you not know I don't work for them no more?
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
heard.
okay.
I heard. Yeah, I know.
I was like, you said insurance. I was like, I don't work for insurance no more.
No. A lot of people are leaving, man.
Yeah, man, it be like that.
A lot of people leave. This dude, Wes, left
Yeah.
and then came back.
Oh, he
too.
came back.
back,
Yeah, he
Like when
came
he
back.
was
That's
bored.
right.
I mean, that motherfucker bounced all over the place.
Wes is a trip though.
Yeah, he funny as shit. You're trainer, your manager, your site manager, assistant site manager. You go back to King LSA. He's in IT now. He's doing all this. I'm like, what
This
the
man
hell?
has been a lead in every department that job has.
Bruh, they signed him off. Bruh, from what I heard, they
I would do the
lined
same.
up. Listen, they lined up at the doors, the double doors as he walking out. Got the whole standing ovation. Big come back 2 weeks later. Talking about, I'm tired. I'm bored.
I'm
I ain't
back,
got,
bitch.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, let me fuck around, and resign. I gotta go right back in the training class. I'll tell you, man,
Right.
that operation is a motherfucker, boy.
This man said I
That
quit
motherfucker
just so
is
I could go
crazy.
back to training.
Yo, I swear to God, man, that motherfucker. He go leave and come right back.
Wes is a trip, bro.
2 weeks later, oh, guys, I was just a little bored. I was like,
I just
boy,
went on a
you
vacation.
crazy.
Right. I just needed a break from y'all. That's all.
Yeah, literally. He's the only one who could do that.
Right.
I'm talking about, hey, he go to the other site, do other shit, right? They pay
Right.
him and all that.
So, Friday kind of guy is he's from Canada. I don't know. I'm imagine it's a guy, of course, but he's like I live in Canada. Birth is basically free. So what happens in the States if you can't pay for the birth, but you give birth in a hospital? Is the baby collateral? Does the baby become a janitor till he pays the debt? And, pretty much, yeah, man. We just let that shit hit our credit, you know. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure my mom didn't pay for medical
Yeah,
bills
you'll
for me
have
to
some
be
people
born.
blowing up your
Hey,
phone.
that's a
trying to
good question
collect your
coming
money.
from somebody who live in Canada, right? That would be a question from someone that come from
Like,
Canada.
that ass
Shout
weed.
out to Canada, by the way.
Yeah, they got a
Right.
sweet free medical weed. What is it? Legalized weed.
Yeah, it's just recreational, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau does a lot of good things.
Nah, but we definitely don't
Seem
have.
pretty decent.
The baby's not there sweeping until they can pay off that debt. It's the father's responsibility.
Yeah, it's the father's responsibility. If the father doesn't do it, his credit. Whenever the father dies, it goes to the children. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
That
bel-
just continues to pile up with
I
snowballs.
don't believe we have to pay much of anything. I don't know if we are paying anything
What?
for the childbirth.
Yeah, hell yeah, you paying for that? Hell yeah.
I haven't been too involved or aware of those situations with
Well,
me
see,
and my
this is what happens.
lady.
This is what happens when you sign
Kind
the
of
birth
obscured
certificate.
in that abstract.
Check it out. When you sign the birth certificate, you just sign it as the.
Oh, I
as
didn't
the
sign it
parent.
though.
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just giving you an example.
Hypothetical.
So,
Jesus, let him speak.
When you do sign the birth
Jesus.
certificate, you're basically saying that you are taking financial responsibility for this child. Obviously, the woman is because she gave birth to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that, it could either go by two people's income. It could either go by hers, or if y'all do it collectively, you will include your income in it. So, like, you'll sign up the child for insurance while she signs the child up for daycare. You see what I'm saying? She may get the benefit off daycare for her income alone. You see what I'm saying? But now for Medicaid, or when you sign them up for medical insurance, if you make more money, you may not be eligible for Medicaid. You see what I'm saying? So this is how the system works, because it's definitely not designed. It definitely fucks you up. So you put the child on Medicaid. Now you're giving her money orders, right? Now no matter what, if you're making in the excess of, let's say, $50,000 a year, you are technically supposed to be giving her $1,000 a month. But now you're not with her, right?
Right.
What kid eats $1,000 a month, right?
I am pretty fat.
No. Now check
And
it
in
out.
that time, is it shared custody as well?
Nope,
No. Okay.
not at all. So because now it's controlled though
Okay.
by the mother, of course. It's always controlled by the mother, right? So
If you
now-
have shared custody,
no.
does it
If you have
change?
shared custody, that's through the courts. The
Right. So
courts
does it
make
change
that happen.
the child support payment?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So depending on how much time you have them, if you have, it really don't make a dent if you only seeing them 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
If you got overnights, that may take into play. But if you got 50-50, boom, done.
Right.
You know?
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's what I have right now.
Okay.
That's what I fought for, and that's the case that I won.
I think the crazy thing is like the child support in general is kind of weird. Like I think it's one thing if like the biological father or the person who's like claimed responsibility for the child is not doing their part, but if they're doing their part and the mother is still trying to go after child support, at that point in time, like, ma'am, if you need extra money to support this child, maybe you shouldn't have full custody then. Maybe you should be able to split that custody, and that way, like, you don't really need child support at that point in time because just let them come live with me.
Some of these chicks could be real evil, bro.
Vindictive.
Bro, real evil, bro. When the judge was sat there and was like, "Did you smoke weed when you was together?" I was like, yeah. But you still had a kid with him. Bro, right there, it was just like, okay, next, bring something else.
Right. Like you can't really be that type of way either. You know what I'm saying? Like you are aware. Don't try to put yourself on a pedestal and look down on me for the same shit that you was doing or the same shit that you was aware of in the beginning.
Yo, so when the judge looks right through that shit, man, they was like, yo, this looks like a form of control. And I was like, oh, bro, I've only had 2 judges side for me in my life.
That's what I'm saying. It's good when you get a judge that actually is like a good like a middle ground neutral judge, like
Yeah,
like you know, like you know.
This Friday kind of guy dude was like, what happens whenever you can't pay the court fees during the child custody proceedings? Who becomes the janitor? Again, man, it just hits your credit or you go to jail.
Right.
That's pretty much the end of
you go to
that.
jail.
They suspend your license. They make sure
like
you
his
can't sign up for
questions.
nothing. Right?
I like
It's
that guy's
from
question.
Canada, I got some pretty good questions for y'all's fucked up fucking way of doing things.
I was like, is that what y'all do in Canada? If somebody can't pay some, y'all just make them become a janitor? Cause
Right? Is that the case?
Is that what y'all do?
I don't think they charge people.
Hey,
but I
listen.
think that's what it is.
That dude will definitely fit good on your couch in here, bro. Because the conversations y'all motherfuckers be having, bro. He be
Right.
throwing them conversations. Hey, listen, you wanted to listen. This group is for you, bro. They be throwing them questions out of
Fucking-
left field. They'll just throw some shit out there and be like, "Oh yeah, blah 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 blah." blah
Yeah,
blah.
bring the
Friday.
poutine. You can stay on my couch.
Fucking speaking of weird fucking questions that we bring out of fucking left field, fucking Jesus hit me with one the other day. Jesus did. Where, you know, the fucking question about do you think Tarzan was clapping gorilla cheeks before he met Jane? And the answer is obviously yes.
Okay,
obviously.
Right? Like nobody's having any fucking doubt about that. But then I had a question because, like, do gorillas have female-like vaginas? Because they are like close to humans. Do they have
Google
woman
it.
vaginas?
Google it. I'm pretty sure there's a picture.
Chauncey
of it.
did. Chauncey.
They do. They
The-
just have relocated clitorises.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where it's relocated to, but it always says that
The
in the
belly
description.
button.
That would be
The belly
crazy.
button.
Shove a thumb in there.
Whoa.
That's-
Bruh.
Jesus Christ.
I was sitting
You
there
don't shove
watching
a
that.
thumb up a clit.
Bruh, I was sitting
It's a
there.
gorilla. You don't shove a dick up it either. But here we are discussing
Fucking,
it.
that cookie dough was like, I saw a prolapsed baboon cooter at a Lowry Park, and I just think that's their butt cheeks. I don't know if that's a prolapse.
You talking about that big
baboon
red
cooter.
thing right there?
Right,
Yeah.
nah, that just means they're horny.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they need to tone that down. They need to decompress that bad boy. That thing is a little too swole up there.
For a second there, I thought Mark was like getting interested.
Nah.
Say, hey man, they don't need to be out there showing that shit, man. Like people saying,
Man, that
I got
fat
seasons
I be-
fast for
I be
that too.
walking
I'm gonna
down
keep
the
an eye out
zoo,
for
man.
that
That
for
look
my
like, that look
penis.
like somebody just put miles on it and there's irritation on that motherfucker right there. That's what it
they
look
need
like.
a Vagisil.
I don't know. But
Preparation H. That's what it is.
Preparation
That's what I was thinking about.
it looked like
Or
someone.
hemorrhoids.
It looked like someone dragged their ass on. It looked like someone filled it up with water and dragged their ass on the ground because it just be red and swollen.
That's crazy.
Fucking Friday kind of guy said that.
Very descriptive.
Yes, gorillas have female vaginas. There was a bust in a whole house or a whorehouse, I'm guessing, and they found a shaved, chained
I don't know
orangutan.
where this is going with it.
Wow.
That's not a
so-
gorilla though.
That is a chimpanzee, sir.
They found a shaved
It's an 8.
orangutan.
Yeah.
it's
chained
orangutan.
up, I get. Or shaved. Is it? Chained
Shaved,
up.
chained,
Doing
orangutan.
what?
They was getting fucked. It was in a
Maybe if it
whorehouse.
does
was
the I want to
fucking
be like
in a
you
whorehouse.
dance routine,
They
maybe
shaved
I might get a hard on.
orangutan, bro.
Crazy. Now that's insane.
So yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Where was this at?
Well, I don't. He
He's
said
like,
a
where's
whorehouse.
coordinated?
I'm guessing in
Coordinates?
Canada
I'm
because that's where this man is.
Right. Like address, I need to go.
They got orangutans in Canada, man.
I assume.
I mean, the highest population of tigers and lions are probably here in the United States, right?
Probably because we bring them over.
Bro, you
For the
sex
zoos.
trafficking orangutans now?
I mean, it doesn't have to be sex traffic, but
First it was humans, now it's orangutans, bro.
It doesn't have to be sex
It's just called a zoo, Mark.
Bro, you just,
yeah, man.
bro, they're shaving the
Don't knock out the
orangutan,
system,
bro.
dude. We're not trying to get shot up here. For bringing down the sex trafficking orangutan rings.
Bro, you gotta be a different,
Orangarings.
you gotta be a different
Orangarings.
breed of type of motherfucker, man, to sit there and have and run an operation like that.
Right.
That is some crazy type of shit.
whole
Like, oh, you
bestiality,
gotta-
right?
I mean,
Even to
are
do
you
it for a
really?
human.
Would you really be surprised if? I mean, it's obviously true. Would you really? Are you really that surprised?
Jeffrey Epstein crossover with Joe Exotic. That's what that is.
Yeah.
What say? Am I surprised at what?
that exists.
Human nature and
That
It's not
motherfucker
human
hurt
nature.
and
That is not
perverted,
human
And
nature.
they're perverted.
That is
All
not
right, so
perverted.
let me
I mean,
rephrase
they're
this.
humans, right?
It's human nature.
So you're saying, am I
Right.
surprised that somebody
Doesn't
has
do
a
it.
chained up orangutan shaved that they're fucking?
Yeah, people are into weird ass shit.
Hell, motherfucking yeah, I'm surprised, bro.
bro. Oh
Right.
man.
That
I'm
shit's
consistently
crazy.
surprised by
bro, I
humans.
never heard of no shit like that, bro.
Right.
Sex trafficking, yeah. Female kids, children, I've heard
People
of that.
fuck
Yes,
goats and chicken all the time.
fam, this is
Chickens?
my first
Yeah,
time
it's the thing,
hearing
dude. Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
People get killed for fucking chickens.
I
dude,
believe it,
in
but
the-
I'm not
in the
tuned
business.
into it
It's
like
not
that.
sex trafficking.
No, but it's
That's just lonely people on a farm.
But it's people
Right.
fucking animals, and it's like like
That has nothing to do with people fucking animals. Like if that's the case.
we're talking about orangutans
Bro, that's
getting
crazy,
fucked. That's not
bro.
an animal,
Chained
Right, but
up in a
you're-
whorehouse,
Right,
sir.
but you brought up chickens
right?
as an
and
example.
chickens
though.
are in a coop. What's the difference? They're not chained up. I'm sorry,
just
they're
don't
easier
see-
to get.
And then what
Right.
makes it okay?
But who's fucking chickens is
So
what
A
check
I'm
it out.
goat,
asking.
it sits there. Maybe he is chained up.
Right,
The goats are chained
you're
up.
So
doing
here's
a
what-
real
here's-
big hypothetical right now. That
yeah,
does
but
not
here's
make
what
sense.
really throws it
How
off.
doesn't it not make sense? These are factual things. People have fucked goats and they have fucked chickens. It's not a hypothetical.
I believe people fucking goats is why the first invention of the condom happened.
That
The only difference thing here is that I'm comparing it to fucking an orangutan that's chained up by someone in a whorehouse.
I feel so bad for that.
Are
orangutan,
the
man.
buyers aware that it's an orangutan? If so,
Has.
then
Probably not. They
bestiality,
shaved it.
Has to.
then
They shaved
bestiality
it.
I would assume so.
continues to be a
no
normality
chick
in
that
society.
They probably just said it was an ugly
Yeah.
woman.
Fam, ain't no chick that attractive, fam.
There's
I'm sorry, are
Every
orangutans
time-
attractive to you, Mark?
Bruh, you ever see an orangutan's face, bruh?
You sitting here telling me that
I
you like that?
personally know.
There's no attractive orangutan.
No, there
Okay,
isn't. There
okay,
isn't.
there we
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. That's just like, are the buyers aware that it's an orangutan, or is
Not
it like
that I
a
would
glory
touch.
hole type of thing?
I'm sure it's.
Take it easy, Friday kind of guy. He's got to leave the conversation because now he's going to be arrested.
Wow.
We just busted.
Turns out that it was his whorehouse. Take it easy, man.
He could have answered the questions.
Oh man, but yeah. So obviously they knew it was a fucking chimp, though. Obviously,
There's no way that you wouldn't.
right? They have weird shaped arms.
Right, their
Is it
arms are
did
long
they
as
did they
hell.
free the chimp now? Is the chimp free?
Well,
Is it
he's
rehabilitated?
gone now, so I have no idea. I've never heard this
I'm
story.
gonna
You
have
know
to
what?
look that up.
Fucking
Orangutan bus in a whorehouse.
Probably not even real.
I don't know, man.
He got us on this whole orangutan thing now.
Yeah, because that shit sounds fucking crazy. Like,
I shave.
I keep ruining my fucking Google rating by Googling this bullshit. First one I had to Google auto rape. Now fucking 12 episodes later I got orangutan in a whorehouse. Jesus Christ.
There's those donkey shows in Mexico with women. I mean, yeah.
oh man, that sounds
Oh my
disgusting.
god.
It's a sick world we live in, man.
That's
It
what I'm
definitely
saying.
is.
I'm not surprised.
So yeah, then that kind of brings it around to my question. Then
Her
I
name
guess.
was Pony.
The orangutan.
Yeah. It was God, man, I don't know where the fuck this place was. It says she was snatched from a forest in Borneo and chained inside a brothel inside of Karang Panji, which is central Kalimantan, which I don't know where any of that is. Like,
Central Calamari.
they don't
Isn't
teach
the-
that in America.
They don't teach that.
Yeah, we don't learn that type of fucking
Geography?
right? Despite living happily alongside her own species, she still has nightmares and refuses to mate. Obviously, she has PTSD, bro.
That's crazy. I could believe so though. Like, it's sad to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, an orangutan can't fuck her the same way a human can.
Wow.
Oh, it's not because of that. What if it felt good? What if they enjoyed it? I mean,
Wow. Okay. No, not in the slightest, bro. Not in the slightest. But yeah, I guess that,
It's an island in Asia,
Oh, okay.
Kalimantan.
is that where she came from or where she
That's
was?
where she was transported, right?
Borneo is also a forest in, like an island in Asia as well.
Oh, okay.
That definitely makes more sense.
Yeah.
Ain't shit to do out there, but you got the choice on an island to fuck a coconut or an orangutan, and that's pretty much it.
I'm going with the coconut.
I'm gonna try to fuck my neighbor's wife.
Sir, that's against the Bible rules.
Not-
Jesus.
Not in the jungle.
Aren't they like Hindus or like like Buddhists or
don't know.
Shinto
I don't know
or something?
Shinto?
Yeah, he had many hands for many
Christ.
tits.
What?
The one god was like the many hands.
Shiva?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Krishna? You know Krishna got many hands too? I think so.
The elephant.
Ganesha?
Ganesh too.
I don't
He had
think
many
Ganesh
hands.
has many hands.
Oh, I'm pretty. What?
I think Ganesh was just like an elephant with regular 2 arms, man.
Regular 2 arms?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too hip with how all the gods look like, you know, in Hindu religion. They got too many of them. They got too many of them.
1700, if I'm not mistaken.
I want
1692 or somewhere around there.
That's either way too many for me to know.
What?
The gods of Hinduism. There's too many of them.
He seems to have 4 arms.
Okay.
I don't know, but them Buddhist monk that be up the street from me got some bomb ass lemonade on Sunday between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock on
Where is this at, sir?
The Buddhist temple?
The Buddhist temple on Palm River.
So you know where the taco place is? We're off of 78th and Palm River where we got those tacos from that one time.
Okay.
If you continue to go down that street, it's going to start to curve. So you're just going to follow it around. And you just keep following around. You're going to see a big ass temple on the right hand side. That's literally the only way to describe it. You can't miss it.
Okay.
You literally can't miss it, bro.
They be having the curry chicken, the rice patties, and all that
Yeah,
shit.
apparently they give out really good food.
Yeah, they sell food.
They're monks. So it's like an Asian type of cuisine or some type of.
You think they're open today?
No.
They're closed.
They stopped doing a lot of the food whenever COVID first hit, so I
Yeah.
don't know if they're still popping like that.
I'm pretty sure they're not. They're pretty much like, yeah, until this shit's gone.
But yeah, I tell you that lemonade, bro. That lemonade was serious, bro.
Yeah, they had like some good teas. And I like that mango and that coconut rice. That shit was lit. And I don't even like coconut like that, but I do like that shit for some reason.
I've been drinking a lot of coconut water lately.
They had that sticky rice too, like
Right.
The sticky rices, yeah.
Is it mango sticky rice?
Yeah, the mango sticky rice.
Some kids, bro. Some kids would just walk up. Can I have a bag of sticky rice? Yo, and they just hand them. It was crazy because I was.
That's beautiful.
When I was in
That's
that line,
gorgeous.
when I was in the line, I was in front of 2 white dudes.
And the kids couldn't lie?
No, at the place. So I'm listening to these dudes, and then what I realized, I was like, yo, people who got money come to these places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause him and this dude talking about, oh yeah, we went offshore fishing over in Italy, and then we went and did this over in Jamaica. And blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
yeah, you know, they do the local things too. You know, they're down to her.
But they're talking about their businesses. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, mine grossed about like 1.5 last year, and this other one's like, yeah, mine did $500,000.
You should have asked them to hire
last
you.
quarter, blah, blah, blah. So I'm listening to these motherfuckers talking this big shit, bruh. And that's when I realized, yo, these monks got a pretty interesting kind of crowd. Like, like you got, and this is all like these little fish wraps, these seaweed wraps, like all that type of food. Yo,
Seaweed wraps?
shit was bomb, dog. I ain't gonna front. It be having like seaweed and all this other type of vegetable thing in it, and they take like a flat cake.
Bruh, Jesus, use the other side. There you go. Fuck.
And they use like a thin rice cake sheet and wrap all that up in it. Yo, it's pretty good. That shit's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I've gone a couple times. They have some.
I got the
good
munchies.
food. Yeah,
I'll
I've
definitely
sat
try.
in like on their like
Go to Jerk Hut or something.
I guess I don't know what you call it there. Where they session? Yeah, I don't know what it's particularly called.
What?
Like like inside the temple where they have like like they're like listening like or reading the scriptures or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, I go and sit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just went for the food. It's crazy because my mother, my mom Pentecostal, so that's basically like Christian type of religion, and they're not big on going to any other religion's place. So when I was like, Ma, you ever go to the monk's place over there? No, I ain't going over there. I was like, all right. So then one day I came back with some food. She opened it up. It was like some curry and some rice. She's like, ooh, what's this? I said, oh, some curry chicken and some rice. Girl, you got some? She started eating it. God forgive me. I don't know if that was, a sin or anything like that. Where'd you get this from? Oh, the monk place. Oh, okay. She just wrapped it up.
Oh man, it's just like
Yeah. Took a sip of the lemonade. She's like, wow, that lemonade's pretty good. Like, you gotta open your mind, man. Oh, it goes to China. I passed that to you.
man.
I was like, you gotta open your mind, man. I'm open to cuisines. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what religion cooked it.
Right,
That
exactly.
shit's good.
It's good. That's just
You know
all
what I
it
mean?
is.
Yeah. I don't give a so shout out to all the religions, man. I eat all that shit.
Yeah, man.
I don't discriminate based on religion.
I damn sure don't. Like, it may depend on how I look or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because
Smell and look, that's the only thing I'm gonna discriminate on. If
and
the shit
texture.
don't look good and
I
the
can't
shit
do
don't smell,
texture.
facts, yeah.
What's texture for you?
Texture?
Yeah.
Like, I can't do, like, slimy shit.
Okay.
Like, I can't, like, do anything
Hell
like
no.
that. Like, it's just, like... It's like
What is slimy to you? Because Gus would say that green peppers are slimy to him.
They could be when they're cooked.
It depends on how you cook.
Yeah,
it.
like
Yeah.
mush.
It could be,
yeah,
yeah.
and like they overcook them. Then that's possible.
I don't like things that are crunchy that shouldn't be crunchy. Like insects are a delicacy in a lot of places. Like outside of America, a lot of people fucking eat insects and shit like that.
Yeah,
I can't do that, man.
Yeah, you
Ants
can't
are
be
awesome.
biting in no crunchy
You don't like
scrambled eggs,
Santi's
fam.
ants?
Hell no.
They're pretty good. They're salty. It's
I
just
don't
like
give a
peanuts.
fuck.
It tastes like peanuts.
What?
No.
Ants.
Ants.
They do.
Our
They do
homie,
taste
our
like
homie's from
peanuts.
Colombia, and he went down there and
He brought back
some
these
ants.
like bullet ants.
To eat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
They were
like
alive or?
Oh, no,
No,
they were
they're
dead.
Obviously.
Toasted with salt.
I was just stupid
sea
ass
salt. or
Greg,
something.
Yeah,
Greg
roasted
eats
with sea
fucking
salt.
crickets all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Greg be bringing fucking.
High in protein, tastes
Crickets,
like
man,
nuts.
They are. Yeah.
I can't do crickets or I
They
have
got
a
somebody
phobia
just be
of
polishing off
grasshoppers.
crickets right now?
Yeah.
Live?
No, not
Nah,
live.
not live.
Yeah,
They're
They're usually
doing
like
that,
dead
yeah.
and flavored.
Seasoned flavor?
Seasoned, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a phobia
I did
of
the bullet ants.
grasshoppers.
They're not bad. They, like you said, they taste like peanuts. That's
You do the
literally-
crickets?
I haven't done a cricket, but I have tried the bullet ants though. And the bullet ants, they had like these fat like asses like this and shit like on the back. Which was
Yeah, but they're
ridiculous.
empty. It's just like a
Yes, I know it's just hollow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dried out technically. I guess you could say in a sense. Yeah.
pretty good.
Speaking of the bullet ant, right? Because now we're going to get on to the National Geographic shit. Yo, to become 18, right?
Oh yeah,
You gotta put your hand in the glove. You know about that shit?
Yeah, that's so trippy.
Yo, these motherfuckers go out and capture a bunch of bullet ants, right?
Who?
The dudes wherever bullet ants are. Well, no.
A tribe
It's
in
like
the Amazons.
There you go.
Okay.
So
All
to
right,
be
thank
more
you.
specific, it's a tribe in the Amazon. Yeah. So their way of a child meeting adulthood, probably about 18. Normally, we'll take a kid to a bar or a strip joint or something like that. Hell no. These motherfuckers weave a little knitted glove that you put both your hands in. They go out, capture a bunch of bullet ants. They put them in this type of sauce where it knocks them out. And then they put them head first into the gloves. Prior to you putting your hands into it, they go out and find up this root or something that's called yopo or pyoyo or something like that. They crush it up and it turns into a powder. They sniff it. The kid sniffs it, and now the motherfucker hallucinating. On top of that, the motherfucker put his hands into a glove where it's face first, bullet ants. For I don't know how many minutes he has to sit there and endure it, and he'll have like 5 people on this way, 5 people on, and just chanting, going side to side while that nigga's just holding his fucking hands in his gloves like that.
That
You know what I'm
sounds
saying?
insane.
Bruh, and that's one of the things. And then after a while, it takes it off, and then you just see the dude like hallucinating, and his hands is on fire. There was these 2 Americans that went around the world seeing everybody's different cultures. One was an MMA fighter, one was a dude from the military. So they would go to all around the world, see different cultures. They came across these people. They didn't sniff, the American dude didn't sniff the shit, but he put his hands in the gloves. Oh man, he was like, holy shit. He said he had to, when he took the things off, it lightened his ass up. He said when after a while, it's like your hands feel like they're just on fire.
Wow.
Put his hand, he
sensation.
put his hands in a cooler, and that was the only thing that helped him. Just putting his hands in a ice cold water. He was good. He said when he took them bitches out, like someone just put them bitches right back in fire.
Gasoline right back on.
I'm like, man, I thank God to be American, man.
I am a real American.
Take me to the bar when I'm 18. You know what I'm saying? Show me a titty or 2. Don't be putting me in no glove with no bullet ants, my nigga.
Right, I ain't trying to pass no rights.
That's different, man.
Rite of passage.
I don't
over
like
here.
to get bit by anything, let alone a fucking bullet ant. Them shits speak for themselves.
I got bit by fire ants as a kid, bro. That's why I never wear sandals.
That's a traumatizing experience right there.
Anytime I go outside, bro, I got shoes on, bro. Fuck that, man.
Them little red ones are some motherfuckers too.
Bruh.
The small ones.
I hate
Them bitches. Like, what the fuck what are you using for teeth on these motherfuckers? Where's your teeth at? I don't even see your shit. And your pain is ridiculous. It's way bigger than your size.
That pain was OD, bro.
Hell yeah.
I was like 11. Shit was ridiculous. Whole foot just fucking on fire because I stepped right on top of their heel, bro.
Oh yeah, they
didn't even realize
they wasn't
it.
feeling you.
Right at all, bro. Oh my god. Feet were just all types of messed up. I was so pissed. I'll never fuck with sandals. I was like, I'll never wear sandals again. Fuck that.
And that's an ill force to be reckoned with. Ants.
Mm-hmm.
Them motherfuckers are something else.
That's a gang situation at all times. They about that gang shit.
That
at
is
all
a powerful ass insect. Right, I sat there and I forgot what I did. I killed a roach, threw it one of them palmetto bugs in the house, and threw it on the ground on one of their mines. Yo, they come out. These motherfuckers literally just disassemble this motherfucker and try to figure out how to bring him back into the little hole that they created. You know, little mountain. They try to bring this whole roach up in this bitch. Bro, they go by the legs, the wings. They start clipping off little bits of them, antennas. They start bringing all this like little shit off on them, and they pick them apart. Yo, oh my god!
They take them back into their lair and they start building them back together, and they make a Frankenstein beetle.
There's a whole YouTube content show for ants.
It's the ultimate bodyguard.
He's alive.
You said it'd be a what TV show?
There's a whole YouTube content creator.
That watches ants, like ant colonies.
Yeah, it's all ants. Yeah, huge following.
I bet there's one dude who just like
Great content too.
likes to dump molten lava into fucking ant hills, and like that's apparently like a thing. Or not molten lava, I'm sorry, but like aluminum,
yeah, or something like that.
And it creates a cast out of the ant
you know, you
colonies.
are witnessing like an atrocity of a whole colony of ants when you see
it's
that, right?
genocide.
He is like
he's destroying so many lives.
It could be abandoned.
He
Damn,
is Hitler
genocide.
in that motherfucking mind, and then
Ants-
he'd be like,
ants
"Look at the
relocate all the
sculpture." He comes out, "Look at that sculpture." Bam! You got
White
like
people just eat that up.
millions of
Why?
motherfucking ants that just died in that
Because
motherfucker.
white people are all about genocide, man.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, man.
You're white.
Molten
you're speaking
lava.
for them.
I'm invited to the cookout,
Right,
though.
just throws it right in there. That molten aluminum, just throw it right there in their hills.
It's like someone just blow a hose of molten lava in this house right now.
Right.
Right.
That's what God did to Pompeii.
That's crazy.
If you put it on that skin, that's exactly what it's like, right?
Oh my god! And then, I'm not gonna lie, the sculpture be dope.
That one guy in Pompeii that died
She
beating
has some
off.
crazy ass poses in that bit.
The one guy in Pompeii that was beating off.
Got that ant running like
That was- they found him.
that. A couple people trying to take up the queen, they get stuck over there,
Right. They try to hold up the queen, like, get her out.
stuck in place. Molten lava done got them stuck.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
I don't think they feel it.
Junkies get stuck too.
What?
Yeah. You haven't seen those YouTube videos where it's like the junkies, they're just pushing a cart and they're like,
Oh, them bitches got impeccable balance.
yeah, dude, they're just like pass the fuck out.
Category
like,
6
stuck.
tornado out this bitch right now. Only thing standing on their feet is a dope fiend. Them niggas just sitting there all the way to hanging over here this way.
Yeah, all twisted and shit. Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere. They don't never lose their balance.
Just fucking stand up right.
Stay away from drugs, kids.
Stay away from drugs.
Don't get bad, okay?
I'm good.
You gotta try everything in life twice.
Everything in life twice.
Yeah. Well, the first time I tried, the second time to make sure, you know, you have the proper assessment of the first time.
Nah, I tried Xans once. I never tried them shits again.
Right.
Yeah, I had my little phase on pills.
I had a phase on Molly like a bit.
I'm not gonna come.
It's a happy place. It is a happy place.
I had a.
When I'm with a shorty,
Nah, it was really like me and my homies. Like we were literally like wired on that shit. Like pretty much almost every fucking.
yeah,
day.
I can't be around niggas and be on
That sounds like a waste, yeah.
I got to be
Well,
around.
we do it for the party aspect and the
Oh, yeah,
uppityness.
yeah.
I understand what y'all.
Mark
want.
tells
Yes,
it.
I
They do it for the highness.
Right. They
The
do.
highness.
The highness. Yes, they do it for that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you party with the highness, so yeah, it just comes. It just
Me,
flows
I
into it.
I
you know?
interact different on that shit, man.
I feel you.
When I'm with when I'm around
Everybody
a female,
That's
interacts.
why.
and shit,
That's why Mark went to them zoos and was looking at them baboons.
Right,
Whenever
yeah.
he was on Molly's, hey man, they can't.
Well,
be
that's a
doing
good
this,
thing
bro.
that I didn't take any Molly and went to the zoo because I would have probably had a shaved chimpanzee in my motherfucking closet. I'd have been keeping that bitch for myself.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
you know what?
that's how that was done.
Now in retrospect, that's how the orangutan got.
Yeah, the orangutan's a ginger. I don't want no ginger. I want me a nice.
It must have been
the.
the mollies.
That orangutan turned red bone. You shave him.
Jesus Christ.
They got pink nipples, my nigga. You don't see them shit? Look like a regular red bone.
You hear about how your nipples
You
are
a
the same
light-skinned
colors
sister.
of your lip?
Oh my god.
That bitch look like Jada Pinkett when I'm done with her with that haircut. Fact, throw some contacts on her.
In an entanglement.
In an entanglement.
Serious entanglement. Baboon stronger than a bitch. You smack on the ass, you gonna
You
smack
guys
you
see
right
that
back.
new video that they made with her, the daughter, and the grandmother, and they were discussing about polyamory.
Polyamorous.
Polygamy.
Polygamy.
There we go.
Yeah, the grandma was not about it.
Oh, of course not. She
Older
old-
generations usually ain't.
She
Never.
wasn't about
Hell
it.
no.
She wasn't
Yeah.
about it.
That's that young generation.
Yeah, but apparently the daughter Smith, you know, she's
Willow?
Yeah, she's about it.
Yeah.
Two guys and her.
Anybody.
Her
Just
and-
polygamy
her and a
relationship
girl
in
and another
general.
guy.
Yeah, I don't know their genders. I don't know.
She's not in one, but she is like open
supports
to
it.
one. Yes. Yeah.
Type of just multiple lovers.
I feel
Obviously,
like a lot of
the
the
mother.
younger people usually are like gearing that way. I feel like again, I was talking about this the other day. Like America is kind of coming up on this whole like sexual
It's in the
exploration
It's in
thing.
the food, bro.
It's tap water.
It's definitely.
It's the
it-
fluoride.
It's something. It could be tap water, soap, or it's food.
I just feel like it's a lot
I
of
think it's
people just
definitely the
realize that
food, bro.
there's a lot of shit that just got judged over the years that just really don't fucking matter. So it was like, and it's a realization that most of the younger people feel like they're not going to be on the planet long anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we get this whole like this coronavirus thing was like an awakening to realize that you are like your time is limited here. You have the impending doom of fucking global warming. So like I feel like a lot of people are just like fucking just don't really have time or energy to fucking try and judge shit and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And there are a lot more people are just being open-minded. They're living their life to live their life.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I follow a couple people who are polygamy. I got a dude to follow right now. This nigga probably got like 10 wives.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all black. King. Straight king. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not a king, but he's a, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Strong black dude. And all his wives is black. And he got kids by him and shit. And he's a
Lucky
really
dude.
smart dude.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be breaking down knowledge. He'd be talking about the coronavirus and all this shit. I forgot what his name is, but he's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he has a few wives. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Ooh, all right.
I'm
so
trying to get there.
This is actually pretty good because Dad Cookie Dough said that there's a difference between polygamy and polyamory, and I need an answer to that because I consistently get those two fucked up, and I don't know which one's which. She also
Okay,
said
so I think it's
financial thing.
polyamory.
I don't know. Is she
And
talking
it's-
about the proper pronunciation of how
There's
you say it?
they're two
They're
separate
two
things.
two different
Polygamy, I think, is like being married to multiple people, and polyamory is just like the relationship without the marriage.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. Polyamory is the practice of engaging in multiple romantic situations with the consent of all people involved.
What about the polygamy? What's that? Being married?
Yes.
The idea of being married of that? Like having two wives or?
Yes, polygamy involves being married to multiple partners.
Gotcha.
Right.
And she said, kinda. Bitch, I was right. Fuck out of here.
I was right.
It's time to roll.
I like how she just said that like she would call in and school me. Apparently not. You was just wrong. But
I did just look up the definition.
But
and
we
that's
do
what it says.
appreciate
What's
the-
up?
Google.
We do appreciate the.
Yeah, I know who you are. You're Brandy.
Brander, you're a fine girl.
So fine.
What a girl. Why?
Put that drip on me.
Brander.
Put that drip on me.
Fucking great.
Brandy, you heard what he said.
Brander.
Put that drip on me.
So are you into polyamory, Josh?
I am. Yeah.
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 Nice.
I am, but I also just don't want to ever date more than just one person because the reason why I'm into polyamory is because I like my free time, so I would like you to go
Do something else.
Yeah,
Right. Get
that's
the fuck outta
what it
here.
really is.
Are you open to the chick bringing in another dude?
Yeah, I don't like. I really don't mind.
As long as the balls don't touch, it's alright, right?
I just like yeah, I guess like realistically though, like if like it. I'm not ever gonna be in that position to where my balls would touch. So like, I just don't ever see.
You're a bottom.
I don't ever see.
You like
that
to be at the
happening.
bottom.
I'm not stable enough to be on top. That's what it really is. I ain't got frog legs like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that flexible or that strong. I got a lot of body weight. That's not happening.
There's a lot of sturdy Zangiefs out there.
I bet there is. I bet there is. I'm more of a I need a prop to lean against.
Yo, you know
I'm
what's crazy?
saying? Like I'll get on the edge of the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
I like to have cushion on my knees.
Turn over.
I'll sit over the edge of the bed and then I can just make you doggy style.
Exactly. I'm very lazy.
Yeah, we appreciate your participation. Josh.
That's hilarious.
I mean, you know what? It's crazy.
You work with what you got, I
I
suppose.
never really looked at it, like ever thought of that. I mean, I've seen a couple people talk about it, but I never never said if someone was like, "Hey, Mark, you want to have 2 girlfriends?" Damn, I never pondered that thought. What would
I
happen?
feel like that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of argument.
I don't think people ask.
It's all about mutual understanding.
Mutual
Right.
understanding
Yes,
comes into
it's
you
all-
have to be.
yes.
There's only 2 ways that I really see that these things could happen. Either
Yeah.
one,
Look how
you're
the-
completely open about it, or B, you fucking keep everything a secret. You don't
That's
tell
true.
the other person about the partner that you're seeing. That's
Bro,
the only
you
way it
got
can
a lot
happen.
of people who are
Well,
in the polyamory.
in a lot of aspects though, because look,
They be
that,
cheating
a
on their
perfect
women left and
example.
right.
No, but still open about it. Like you tell your girl, like, hey, like I'm gonna have this girl, but I'm not gonna tell you what we do in our relationship. Like we're gonna keep it separate. You have another man, but don't tell me what happens with that man. You know, versus
It's just an open
all right,
relationship.
here now we're just gonna fucking say everything. You know,
Right.
Pretty much,
That's the-
polyamory is just an open relationship, man.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
it
that's
is.
yeah. Of course, you can have like attachment to them and everything like
Yeah,
that. Like the
definitely.
open relationship, heavy on the relationship portion of it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like you're still attached to this person. You care about them. You buy anniversary gifts. You want to see a future with them. But you also just have an open door policy, I guess. Like if you ever need to talk about something, go to somebody else. And that's my type of polyamory. Like if you ever need to talk, I'm not the person for it. Go find somebody
Go
else.
somebody else.
Right. Go bother somebody.
Come get that drip on me. I'm only down for the drip.
This might be kind of
The
touchy.
drip makes
But,
it sound like he's talking about an STD.
No, that's
I'm
not what it sounds like.
Not
at all.
yet. It's-
Definitely not talking about that.
That's not-
There's a whole
We
fucking
talking about that
STD
good
with the-
drip.
Bro,
talking
when a
like
girl
pussy
gets
juicing?
wet, she's dripping that. You know,
I almost
that
died
juice,
one
bro.
time
Wow.
From the
In
drip?
the- in
from
the
a drip. Yeah,
From
yeah.
the drip, from cocaine drip.
She squirted in my mouth, and I didn't know she was about to squirt in my mouth, and I was taking a breath in at the same time, and then, like I did, I started choking.
So
Yeah.
listen, I need to understand something. Is that piss or is that cum?
Oh, that's
It's
piss.
a little bit of both.
That's piss.
Yeah.
Straight piss.
100%.
It's not 100%.
I feel like that don't
piss.
taste like cum.
It's piss and whatever
That's-
else is on
like
the back
if
of the
it
wall
was
that's
anything,
coming
it would
out.
be. It,
Do
it
you
would taste
really
like
know
piss.
what cum tastes like?
My man
Like,
was
no,
real calm
yeah,
about
like
what he
women
said
come,
right
like
there.
whenever
He's
they
like, oh, that's
yeah.
piss.
Like their
Oh,
pussy
that's
gets wet
piss.
and everything like that. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm just
it don't taste like that. Squirt don't taste like that.
Squirt don't taste like
Just
that.
a little salty urine.
Wait. So you've had the experience
No,
of a squirt?
it's not.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I almost died off of it. She did it as I was breathing in, and I started choking.
Wow.
Like it was tough.
Yeah,
I never
had an experience like that. Went into my nose and everything.
I haven't had that. I've been.
I guess my
man, I
game
thought it
is
was
weak,
so
bro.
fun.
I have not experienced a squirt in my life, and
I've
God, how do I
experienced a
dream of
squirter,
it?
But
Damn, that's
they
crazy.
never like hose me down like that. Not my
Yeah,
face.
no.
Yeah, I've
She
had
got.
that.
She tried.
There's
and said
stuff
some stupid
running
shit.
down their legs, but that's about it. Yeah.
She was older too. I was like 28. She was 40.
No,
Oh, you've had an older
no
lady?
ones.
I've
around
never
here.
had an older lady either.
I
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Brandy, why are you always wrong?
Brander, no
So
Hitachi
fine.
wands.
Put that drip on, man.
No wands around here, man. We all skilled.
It's canoeing. We were just
Like a
talking
great
about
man, Snoop Dogg said, "It ain't no fun if the homies can't smash. It ain't no fun."
Are you coming on me right now? 'Cause I'm not about that. Good sir.
Oh man,
I'm just quoting people.
I don't know who you're quoting.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's what you said? Oh,
Who
yeah.
y'all got tuned in now? How many people on?
Right now in our live, we got 5 people.
What
5
it do?
people.
5.
We just
Shout
got
out to the 5.
Samal Bilal Jeet, who entered the live studio. Shout out to you. I fucked up that name, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
There's a
We
Jeep
got,
in there.
we got Dat Cookie Dough, who said Hitachi Magic Wand is your best friend.
Oh my god.
Hitachi wands.
I know what that is.
I bet you do.
Hitachi makes a lot of shit. They make a lot of fucking equipment too. Like, I don't know if it's the same brand in general, but if they're making vibrators and they're making like
I might have to
bulldozing
invest into that
equipment,
just to
like that's
experience
OD.
Hitachi? I think I had
A Hitachi wand?
I had a DVD. I think I had a Hitachi
No,
DVD. player.
it's this whole thing that looks like
Yeah.
a microphone that vibrates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know what it is.
Oh,
Uh,
he's
Yeah. So you said that you want to invest in one?
yeah. I'm gonna.
You just want to use it for your balls,
not.
or you want to use it on your girl?
on my girl? Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
This guy.
during you fucking her? Because then, like, you had the chance to use it
No,
on
while
your
she's
balls.
cooking, dude. While she's
While
making
she's
fucking
cooking.
maduros.
Then
I'm just gonna like sneak up on her and just
Then
like,
get
use
the
it.
remote
get the
control
remote
joint.
control one, yeah.
Yeah, get the remote.
It's not.
control
It's a vibrator, but you know you can use it as a remote control and just fucking like mess with it on your phone.
joint. All right.
What's that?
Oh my
It's a
god! What the fuck?
personal remote
It's a
control.
vibrator.
Yeah.
It's like a
fucking-
Bluetooth vibrator.
What the fuck?
You can
Apparently,
make-
you know
can
more than I do,
You
man.
could be at a family dinner. She could bring her parents over,
Right,
and you got
right.
that plugged up
Oh,
on
don't
them.
say that shit.
That's
And
some-
That's the way.
bzzz, oh,
Right,
Well,
give,
her
her
parent.
give her a little ring-a-ling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds like fun.
you know what I'm saying.
Do we have a name for it?
You're like I think someone's
I guess it
calling
just
me.
got a vibrator panties or something like that.
I don't know.
yeah,
It's not
look it up
vibrator
like
panels.
that.
It's just an actual vibrator.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
Remote control vibrator.
Remote control vibrator.
I'll
man.
look
Just
that
walk into the sex shop and
I'm not
look
gonna
at it.
walk in. I would
Oh,
just
you're
order
afraid
it.
to go to a sex shop?
Yeah.
You're
I
afraid
keep
for your
seeing
face
the
to be
one. Have you seen the one on like 50th? That's like an arcade right across from the Taco
yeah,
Bell.
yeah, no, fuck that one.
Fuck.
I don't know. Like that just
No,
that
no.
just doesn't seem like
that one.
a safe one.
Amazon Prime has free shipping.
Right. That, I was gonna go there, but
This
he's
is
like,
our sponsored
walk in
segment.
somewhere. I'm like, there's the one on 56. Is that what he's talking about?
Amazon Prime free sex toys. Use the code Sundays with the boys.
That's not true.
Use the code. That's not true.
10% off. It's not true.
No, that's not true, guys.
But if we had a sponsor, this is where ad would
That,
go.
that's what it would sound like, and that would be very official.
It would definitely sound good just like this.
I would use the code considering that I am a buyer or a consumer looking for such said products.
Right.
yeah, I bet you are.
You can head to the Todd.
To whose top?
The Todd.
Oh, who's Todd?
Tampa Bay's #1 sex store.
Okay.
Yeah, the Todd.
It's on what, Nebraska and Fletcher or some shit like that. Yeah.
So yeah.
But-
Dad Cookie Dough said the Todd is such a ripoff.
Oh, you see the cookie knows.
She knows. She knows.
She knows.
She's aware. You know, Brander, she's a good girl. She's a dirty girl.
It's not dirty.
She said that they're way overpriced.
I believe that. I figure I can just shop around online
I'm pretty
after I
sure.
figure out what I'm looking for.
Of course.